Have you ever considered that the most powerful medicine might already be in your kitchen? What if simple herbs added to your daily meals could help your body heal itself naturally? What if ancient wisdom knew something about health that we have forgotten in our modern world? For thousands of years, Buddhist monks and healers have understood a profound truth. Our bodies possess an incredible ability to cure themselves when given the right tools. They didn't rely on synthetic medicines or expensive treatments. Instead, they used nature's gifts, specifically 5 remarkable herbs that work in harmony with your body's natural healing systems. Today, we're going to explore something truly transformative. We'll dive deep into Buddhist wisdom and discover how these 5 herbs can become your daily allies for better health, stronger immunity, and genuine wellness. This isn't just about food, it is about reclaiming your body's natural power to heal itself. Think about it for a moment. Your body is constantly working to maintain balance and repair itself. But when we ignore proper nutrition, this natural healing ability weakens. Ancient Buddhist teachings recognized this perfectly. They understood that prevention through proper nutrition was far superior to fighting disease after it develops. This philosophy aligns beautifully with what modern science is now confirming, that what we eat directly influences our body's ability to heal and thrive. These 5 herbs aren't exotic or hard to find. They're simple, accessible, and powerful. Some you might already have at home. Others you can easily add to your daily shopping list. The beauty of this approach is that you don't need to overhaul your life or spend a fortune. You simply need to make small, intentional choices about what goes into your meals, and watch as your body responds with renewed vitality and energy. What makes these herbs special? Each one carries unique healing properties that have been validated by centuries of use and increasingly by modern scientific research. They work synergistically with your body's natural systems to boost immunity, reduce inflammation, improve digestion, enhance mental clarity, and support overall wellness. When you consistently incorporate these herbs into your meals, you are essentially giving your body the nutritional foundation it needs to do what it does best: heal and regenerate itself. The Buddhist approach to health is beautifully simple, yet profoundly effective. Rather than waiting until disease takes hold, they focused on maintaining harmony and balance through mindful choices. Food was medicine. Herbs were not luxuries, but necessities. This wisdom teaches us that true health begins from within, in the choices we make every single day. In this video, we'll go beyond just telling you the names of these 5 herbs. We'll explain exactly how each one works, what makes it special, and most importantly, how to incorporate it into your meals in a practical, delicious way. We'll share specific dishes, preparation methods, and daily habits that make using these herbs effortless and enjoyable. Many people spend thousands on supplements and medications, never realizing that nature has already provided everything they need. The difference between those who experience vibrant health and those who struggle often comes down to one thing: knowing which foods to prioritize and then actually using them consistently. As we explore each herb together, keep an open mind. These principles have been tested over millennia and are now being confirmed by modern science. You'll discover that your body is far more capable of self-healing than you might have believed. The path to wellness isn't through complex pharmaceutical interventions. It is through respecting your body's inherent wisdom and feeding it what it truly needs. We encourage you to watch this entire video without skipping ahead. Each herb builds upon the others, creating a complete system for natural healing. The insights we share could genuinely transform your health and the health of everyone you care about. If you find this information valuable, and we believe you will, please show your support by clicking the like button and subscribing to our Wisdom in Real Life channel. By doing so, you are not just helping us create more content like this, you are joining a growing community of people dedicated to natural wellness ancient wisdom, and living better lives. Your subscription ensures you never miss powerful teachings that can change your health trajectory. Each of these 5 herbs is a stepping stone toward a healthier, stronger version of yourself. Together, they form a complete nutritional strategy that honors both ancient Buddhist wisdom and modern scientific understanding. Ready to discover how these simple herbs can unlock your body's natural healing power? Let's begin this journey toward authentic, lasting wellness. Here are the 5 herbs that will change everything. Buddhist Wisdom Foundation. For over 2,500 years, Buddhist philosophy has maintained a profound understanding of human health that modern science is only now beginning to validate. At the heart of this ancient wisdom lies a revolutionary concept. Disease is not something that simply happens to us. Rather, it emerges from imbalance. Imbalance in our bodies, our minds, and our way of living. This foundation fundamentally changes how we approach health and healing. Core Buddhist teachings on disease, balance, and natural healing. The Buddha taught that suffering, including physical illness, arises from 3 primary causes: ignorance, desire, and aversion. When applied to health, this teaching means that most diseases stem from our ignorance about proper nutrition, our desire for unhealthy foods and behaviors, and our aversion to the discipline required for wellness. This isn't about judgment. It is about cause and effect. Buddhist texts describe health not as the mere absence of disease, but as a state of perfect harmony and equilibrium. In this worldview, your body is naturally designed to heal itself. Disease appears only when this natural balance is disrupted. Think of it like a perfectly tuned musical instrument. When all the strings are properly balanced, the music flows beautifully. But when one string goes out of tune, the entire symphony suffers. The Dhammapada, one of Buddhism's most revered texts, states that health is the greatest gain. This isn't casual advice. It is recognition that without health, nothing else matters. You cannot pursue spiritual growth, cultivate relationships, or contribute meaningfully to society if your body is ravaged by disease. Therefore, maintaining health through conscious choice is considered a sacred responsibility. Central to Buddhist medicine is the principle of prevention. Rather than waiting for disease to manifest and then attempting to suppress symptoms with aggressive interventions, Buddhist healers focused on maintaining balance before illness could take root. This preventive approach emphasizes that small, consistent actions, like adding specific herbs to your meals, create profound long-term health benefits. The concept of doshas and balance in ancient wisdom traditions. While Buddhism originated in India, it intersected deeply with Ayurvedic medicine, one of the world's oldest healing systems. Within Ayurveda exists the concept of doshas, fundamental principles that govern all biological functions. The 3 doshas are vata movement, pitta transformation, and kapha structure. Health, according to this framework, exists when all 3 doshas remain in perfect balance. Disease emerges when one dosha becomes excessive or deficient. For example, excess pitta creates inflammation, burning sensations, and heat. Related diseases, excess vata causes anxiety, irregular digestion, and nervous system disorders. Excess kapha leads to heaviness, congestion, and stagnation. This ancient understanding is remarkably sophisticated. Different people have different dosha constitutions, meaning what heals one person might not work as effectively for another. Buddhist practitioners understood that true healing required personalized approaches based on an individual's unique constitution and imbalances. The herbs we're discussing in this video work by restoring dosha balance. Turmeric, for instance, is considered a supreme pitta, reducing herb, making it perfect for inflammatory conditions. Ginger warms the digestive system, supporting vata balance. Garlic and ashwagandha provide grounding energy for those with excess vata. This ancient system of categorization reveals why these 5 herbs are so universally beneficial. They address the most common imbalances affecting modern people. Historical evidence how Buddhist monks used herbs for 2,000 years. Archaeological and historical records reveal remarkable evidence of Buddhist monks' sophisticated use of herbal medicine. Monasteries across Asia became centers of medical knowledge, where monks cultivated vast herb gardens, conducted experiments, and documented their findings. These weren't casual gardeners, they were serious practitioners of the healing arts. In Sri Lanka, Buddhist monasteries preserve detailed records of herbal formulations, dating back over 2,000 years. These texts describe not just which herbs to use, but precise preparation methods, dosages, and combinations for specific conditions. In Tibet, Buddhist physicians developed an intricate system of herbal medicine that remains largely unchanged and incredibly effective today. In China and Japan, Buddhist temples were among the first centers to integrate herbal medicine with philosophical understanding. What is remarkable is the consistency. Despite geographic separation and different languages, Buddhist healers across Asia converged on the same core herbs. Turmeric, ginger, garlic, and holy basil appear again and again in these ancient medical texts. This convergence suggests something profound. These herbs address fundamental human health needs that transcend culture and geography. Historical records show that Buddhist monks lived significantly longer than the general population of their time, with many reaching 80, 90, or even 100 years. This wasn't accidental. It reflected their deliberate use of herbs combined with lifestyle practices like meditation, moderate exercise, and mindful eating. They weren't mystical beings with superhuman genetics. They were people who understood and applied health principles consistently. Ancient text references, Ayurveda, and traditional Chinese medicine connections. The Charaka Samhita, one of Ayurveda's foundational texts compiled around 300 BCE, contains detailed descriptions of the 5 herbs we're discussing. Turmeric is described as having the ability to cleanse the channels and restore vitality. Ginger is called the universal medicine. These weren't exaggerations. They were careful observations, accumulated over centuries of practice. In traditional Chinese medicine, which developed alongside Buddhism, similar herbs appear with similar applications. Chinese texts described turmeric as benefiting the liver and blood, ginger as warming the digestive fire, and garlic as strengthening immunity. The language differs, but the recognition of these herbs' healing power remains identical. Buddhist monks who traveled the Silk Road carried herbal knowledge with them, facilitating the exchange of healing practices across continents. This cross-pollination meant that effective herbs became recognized and preserved across multiple cultures and medical systems. When something works consistently across different populations, climates, and medical philosophies, we're witnessing evidence of genuine therapeutic power. Mind-body connection. According to Buddhist philosophy, Buddhism recognizes that the mind and body are not separate entities, but fundamentally interconnected aspects of a single organism. This isn't mystical thinking. It is increasingly validated by modern neuroscience and psychoneuroimmunology. What you think directly affects your physiology. Buddhist teachings describe the body as a reflection of the mind. A mind characterized by anger, fear, and resentment creates a body that manifests inflammation, tension, and disease. Conversely, a mind cultivating peace, acceptance, and compassion generates a body that naturally gravitates toward health and harmony. This isn't metaphorical. Neurochemical changes occur with shifts in consciousness. The Buddha taught specific meditation practices designed to cultivate states of mind that directly support healing. Loving kindness meditation, for instance, has been scientifically shown to reduce inflammation markers. and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural healing mode. When you combine these mental practices with herbs that support physical healing, you create a synergistic effect far more powerful than either alone. How stress, emotions, and imbalance create disease. Buddhist philosophy recognizes three mental poisons that generate suffering and disease: greed, hatred, and delusion. In modern terms, these translate to obsessive attachment, chronic anger, resentment, and denial, disconnection from reality. Each creates distinct physical manifestations. Chronic stress from unresolved emotions triggers continuous release of cortisol and adrenaline, suppressing immune function and promoting inflammation. This is why people under persistent emotional stress develop diseases at a higher rate. Buddhist texts describe this mechanism centuries before modern science validated it. The solution isn't merely treating the physical symptoms. It requires addressing the underlying emotional and mental imbalances. Many modern diseases, autoimmune conditions, heart disease, digestive issues, have significant emotional components. Someone living in constant fear develops a weakened immune system susceptible to infections. Someone harboring deep resentment develops inflammation throughout their body. Someone in denial about their situation loses the ability to take corrective action. Buddhist wisdom recognized that true healing requires addressing these root causes. The holistic approach, prevention versus treatment mentality. Here is where Buddhist thinking diverges most dramatically from conventional modern medicine. It emphasizes prevention over treatment, rather than waiting until your arteries are clogged before addressing heart disease, or until your blood sugar spikes dangerously before managing diabetes. The Buddhist approach maintains balance proactively. This philosophy fundamentally shifts responsibility. Instead of viewing yourself as a passive victim waiting for disease to strike, you become an active participant in your own health. Every meal becomes a healing opportunity. Every herb you add is a preventive action. This empowerment is transformative. It moves you from helplessness to agency. The treatment mentality creates a reactive cycle: ignore health until disease appears, then take aggressive interventions with significant side effects, then continue the underlying behaviors that caused the problem initially. The preventive approach creates a virtuous cycle: maintain balance through consistent small choices, develop improved energy and vitality, naturally become more motivated to continue these practices, and experience deepening wellness over time. When you commit to adding these 5 herbs to your daily meals, you are not trying to cure a specific disease. You are making a preventive investment in your health that compounds over months and years. This is the Buddhist approach: not dramatic interventions, but consistent, intelligent choices that honor your body's natural healing capacity and work with it rather than against it. This foundation explains why the herbs we're about to explore are so transformative. They're not medicines in the conventional sense. They're nutritional tools that restore balance, support your body's natural functions, and work synergistically with your mind and emotions to create genuine wellness. The science behind herbs and self-healing. While Buddhist wisdom has understood the power of herbs for millennia, modern science is now providing the mechanistic explanation for why these ancient remedies work so remarkably well. The intersection of traditional knowledge and contemporary research reveals something profound. Nature has engineered solutions to our health challenges that are far more sophisticated than we initially believed. This section bridges ancient wisdom and modern science, showing that what worked for Buddhist monks 2,000 years ago remains scientifically valid today. How the body's immune system works naturally. Your body possesses an extraordinary built-in healing system that works tirelessly to maintain health and fight disease. This immune system consists of multiple layers of defense, each operating with remarkable precision and intelligence. Understanding this system reveals why herbs work so effectively. They don't fight disease. They empower your body to fight disease for itself. The immune system comprises the skin barrier, stomach acid, beneficial bacteria in your gut, white blood cells, antibodies, and countless chemical messengers that coordinate your body's defense response. When functioning optimally, this system prevents infections, eliminates damaged cells, removes toxins, and maintains internal balance. Most remarkably, it does all this without conscious effort on your part while you sleep, work, and live your life. The first line of defense consists of physical and chemical barriers. Your skin prevents pathogens from entering. Your stomach acid destroys ingested bacteria. Your mucous membranes trap invaders. When these barriers weaken, often due to poor nutrition, chronic stress, or toxin exposure, disease becomes possible. This is where herbs enter the picture. Many of the herbs we're discussing directly strengthen these first-line defenses. Your gut microbiome plays a crucial but often overlooked role in immunity. This community of trillions of beneficial bacteria comprises nearly 70% of your immune system. When your gut flora thrive, they produce compounds that regulate immunity, reduce inflammation, and synthesize essential vitamins. When your gut flora are compromised, usually through poor diet, antibiotics, or processed foods, your immunity collapses. Turmeric, ginger, and garlic all support healthy gut bacteria, creating a cascade of immune benefits. When a pathogen breaches these barriers, your body activates specific immune cells, macrophages that engulf invaders, T cells that coordinate immune response, B cells that produce antibodies, and natural killer cells that destroy infected cells. This sophisticated response occurs automatically when your body receives proper nutritional support. Herbs provide the specific micronutrients these immune cells require to function optimally. The remarkable truth is this: your body already knows how to heal itself. It has done so for millions of years of evolutionary refinement. The challenge isn't that your body lacks healing capacity, it is that modern life suppresses it. Poor nutrition depletes immune resources. Chronic stress diverts energy away from immunity. Toxin exposure overwhelms the system. Lack of sleep prevents immune maintenance. When you remove these suppressors and provide proper nutritional support through herbs, healing naturally accelerates. Why herbs work? Phytonutrients, antioxidants, and adaptogens explained. Herbs work through mechanisms far more sophisticated than most people realize. Within every plant exist hundreds or thousands of bioactive compounds evolved over millions of years to protect the plant and promote its survival. When we consume these plants, we gain access to this accumulated evolutionary wisdom. Phytonutrients are plant compounds with powerful biological activity. The term phyto means plant, and nutrient means substance providing nourishment. But phytonutrients do far more than provide basic nutrition. They actively communicate with your cells, triggering beneficial responses. When you consume turmeric, you are not just getting calories. You are introducing compounds that tell your cells to reduce inflammation, eliminate toxins, and repair damage. Your cells literally understand these plant signals because human cells have interacted with these same compounds throughout our evolutionary history. Antioxidants deserve special attention because they address one of the primary drivers of disease: oxidative stress. Your body's metabolism generates free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells if left unchecked. These free radicals accumulate from normal metabolism, stress, environmental toxins, and processed foods. Excessive free radicals age your cells, cause inflammation, and create disease. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals before they cause damage. Herbs are extraordinarily rich in antioxidants. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most potent antioxidants known. Ginger provides gingerols and shogols. Garlic contains allicin and sulfur compounds. Holy basil provides polyphenols. These aren't trace amounts. Herbs often contain 100 times more antioxidant power per gram than conventional fruits and vegetables. This explains why adding herbs to meals creates disproportionately large health benefits relative to the small quantities consumed. Adaptogens represent a special category of herbs that deserve detailed explanation. Unlike most compounds that create a specific effect, adaptogens help your body adapt to stress and maintain balance. They're called adaptogens because they literally adapt to your body's needs, increasing function in systems that are underactive and decreasing function in systems that are overactive. Ashwagandha, one of our 5 herbs, is a classic adaptogen. If your cortisol levels are dangerously high from chronic stress, ashwagandha helps lower them. If your energy is depleted, ashwagandha helps restore it. If your sleep is poor, ashwagandha improves it. This intelligent responsiveness is remarkable. The herb somehow knows what your body needs and provides exactly that. Holy basil operates similarly. These adaptogens help restore the balance that Buddhist philosophy describes as essential for health. Modern research has identified over 50 distinct mechanisms through which herbs create healing. They reduce inflammation, improve circulation, strengthen immunity, support detoxification, regulate blood sugar, balance hormones, improve digestion, enhance neurological function, and countless others. Rather than one mechanism, herbs work through multiple pathways, simultaneously addressing the root causes of disease, rather than just suppressing symptoms. The placebo effect, real science, why belief matters. Here is something fascinating that often gets dismissed in medical discussions. The placebo effect is real and powerful. When people believe they will heal, they frequently do, even when given inert pills. Brain imaging shows that belief literally activates the same neural pathways and releases the same healing chemicals as effective treatments. This doesn't mean the placebo effect is just in your head in a dismissive way. Your mind is connected to your entire physiology through the nervous system and chemical messengers. When you believe something will help, your brain releases endorphins, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reduces cortisol, and optimizes immune function. These are measurable physical changes with real health consequences. Here is where it gets interesting. The 5 herbs we're discussing have both the placebo effect working in their favor and genuine biochemical effects. This creates a synergistic enhancement. Your belief that these herbs will heal you activates your body's natural healing responses. Simultaneously, the actual chemical compounds in the herbs trigger additional healing responses independent of belief. Combined, the effect exceeds what either factor alone could produce. This is why testimonials and case studies matter so much. When you hear about someone who used these herbs and experienced dramatic health improvements, you are not just hearing an anecdotal story, you are witnessing the combined power of biochemical effects plus belief-driven activation of the body's healing systems. Both are scientifically valid, modern research supporting ancient wisdom. Over the past 2 decades, thousands of scientific studies have validated the herbs that Buddhist monks used for thousands of years. These aren't small studies with questionable methodology. They're large, peer-reviewed research conducted at major universities and published in respected journals. Turmeric has been the subject of over 12,000 scientific publications. Research confirms its ability to reduce inflammation, comparable to certain pharmaceutical drugs without the side effects. Studies show it improves cognitive function, protects cardiovascular health, and inhibits cancer cell growth. Ginger has been extensively studied for nausea, inflammation, and digestive health, with consistent positive results. Garlic research demonstrates cardiovascular benefits, immune enhancement, and infection-fighting ability. What is particularly striking is that modern research often discovers mechanisms that align perfectly with how ancient practitioners described these herbs' work. They described turmeric as warming and moving stagnation. Modern research reveals it increases circulation and reduces inflammation. They described ginger as igniting the digestive fire. Modern research shows it increases digestive enzyme production and stomach acid. They described garlic as an antibiotic. Modern research confirms antimicrobial compounds more potent than many pharmaceuticals. This convergence between ancient description and modern mechanism suggests something profound. Ancient healers possessed accurate intuitive understanding of how these herbs worked. Even without modern scientific equipment, they understood through careful observation and experimentation what scientists are now confirming through laboratory analysis: bioavailability and how herbs enter the bloodstream. An important concept in herb effectiveness is bioavailability, the percentage of a consumed compound that actually reaches your bloodstream and becomes available to your cells. Some compounds are highly bioavailable, meaning most of what you consume is absorbed and used. Others have poor bioavailability, meaning most passes through your system without effect. This is why preparation method matters tremendously. Raw turmeric has relatively poor bioavailability. Only about 5% gets absorbed. However, when combined with black pepper, which contains piperine and healthy fats like coconut oil or ghee, bioavailability increases to 1,000 to 2,000%. This means proper preparation makes turmeric 20 times more effective than when consumed alone. Similarly, fresh ginger has different bioavailability than dried ginger due to different compound profiles. Cooked garlic has different compounds than raw garlic. When the ancient texts specified particular preparation methods, crushing, heating, combining with specific ingredients, they were optimizing bioavailability, even though they didn't use that terminology. This reveals why casual supplementation often disappoints people. Someone might take turmeric supplements without black pepper and healthy fats, absorb very little, experience minimal benefits, and conclude that turmeric doesn't work. The herb wasn't the problem. The preparation was. Understanding bioavailability ensures you extract maximum benefit from these powerful plants. The difference between herbs and synthetic medicines. Herbs and pharmaceuticals represent fundamentally different approaches to health. Pharmaceutical drugs typically contain a single isolated compound designed to create a specific effect. For instance, aspirin targets inflammation through a specific mechanism. Statins block cholesterol production through a specific enzyme inhibition. This specificity is both a strength and a weakness. The strength is that the effect is precisely quantifiable and predictable. The weakness is that single compound interventions often create unintended consequences. Aspirin reduces inflammation but damages the gut lining. Statins lower cholesterol but deplete CoQ10, causing muscle damage. The body's systems are interconnected in complex ways that single compound interventions frequently disrupt. Herbs contain hundreds of bioactive compounds working synergistically. Turmeric contains curcumin, but also dozens of other compounds that enhance curcumin's effects and mitigate potential side effects. This complexity, which initially seems problematic compared to pharmaceutical specificity, is actually a feature rather than a bug. The herb's multiple compounds work together, creating benefits in multiple systems simultaneously, while buffering against side effects. Think of it this way. A pharmaceutical drug is like a precision surgical tool designed for one specific purpose. An herb is like a Swiss Army knife with multiple tools, each addressing different aspects of a problem. For acute emergencies, the precision tool is invaluable. For chronic disease prevention and maintenance, the multifunctional tool often works better. Why pharmaceutical companies don't promote natural solutions? An important question naturally arises: if herbs are so effective, why aren't they promoted by mainstream medicine? The answer is economic rather than scientific. Herbs cannot be patented. If a pharmaceutical company develops a drug, they can patent it, hold exclusive rights, and charge premium prices for 2 decades. The profit incentive is enormous. Turmeric has been used for thousands of years and cannot be patented. This means any company could sell turmeric, leading to price competition and minimal profit margins. Therefore, pharmaceutical companies invest billions in researching and promoting patentable synthetic drugs while spending virtually nothing on promoting herbs. Despite herbs often being more effective and safer, this economic reality creates a systemic bias in medical education, research funding, and clinical practice toward pharmaceutical solutions. Doctors trained in medical school learn about drugs because that is where research funding flows. Patients hear about drugs because that is what gets marketed through massive advertising budgets. Herbs remain relatively unknown, not because they're ineffective, but because promoting them isn't profitable. This is changing as consumer awareness grows and research mounting demonstrates herb effectiveness. But understanding this economic dynamic explains a lot about why conventional medicine has underutilized these remarkable natural healing tools. The science supporting herbs is robust. The impediment is profit incentive rather than efficacy. The 5 herbs we're about to explore work because they're biochemically powerful and evolutionarily refined. Understanding the science behind them builds confidence and empowers you to use them effectively. Combined with Buddhist wisdom's understanding of balance and prevention, you now have both ancient knowledge and modern validation supporting your health journey. Herb number 1. Turmeric, the golden healer. Among all the herbs that have shaped human wellness across millennia, turmeric stands as perhaps the most remarkable and scientifically validated. Called liquid gold by those who understand its power, turmeric has transformed millions of lives and continues to be the subject of intense scientific investigation. This isn't exaggeration. Turmeric's healing capacity is profound. Its applications are vast, and its safety profile is exceptional. If you add only one herb to your daily routine, turmeric should be that herb. What is turmeric, and why it is called liquid gold? Turmeric comes from the root of a plant in the ginger family scientifically known as curcuma longa. Native to South Asia, particularly India, turmeric has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years. In Indian culture, turmeric holds sacred status. It is used in religious ceremonies, wedding rituals, and daily cooking. This cultural reverence isn't arbitrary. It reflects genuine understanding of turmeric's extraordinary healing properties. The vibrant golden yellow color that gives turmeric its name comes from powerful compounds called curcuminoids. When you consume turmeric, you are not just eating a spice, you are ingesting a concentrated source of hundreds of bioactive compounds that actively communicate with your cells. The name liquid gold captures this value perfectly. Just as gold is precious and rare, turmeric's healing properties are genuinely rare and precious. Turmeric grows as a rhizome, an underground stem that resembles ginger root. In fact, if you've never seen fresh turmeric, it looks similar to ginger, but with a more vibrant yellow-orange color. The plant thrives in warm, humid climates, which is why India remains the world's largest producer, consumer, and exporter of turmeric. India uses approximately 80% of the world's turmeric production in its own cuisine and medicine. The reason turmeric has become so central to this healing journey is simple. Its therapeutic applications are extraordinarily broad. Unlike herbs that address specific conditions, turmeric addresses fundamental disease, causing mechanisms that underlie dozens of different health problems. It is not that turmeric helps with arthritis or digestive issues or brain health. It helps with all of these because it addresses the root cause, affecting all of them: inflammation and cellular dysfunction. Active compound curcumin and its 500+ health benefits. At the heart of turmeric's power lies curcumin, the primary active compound responsible for most of its health benefits. Curcumin comprises only about 3 to 5% of turmeric's weight in its natural form, but this small percentage packs remarkable potency. Scientists have identified over 500 different biological actions of curcumin, making it one of the most studied compounds in natural medicine. Curcumin works through multiple mechanisms simultaneously. It acts as a potent antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals far more effectively than most other antioxidants. It is an anti-inflammatory, inhibiting inflammatory pathways at the cellular level. It is antimicrobial, fighting bacteria, viruses, and fungi. It is anti-cancer, triggering apoptosis, programmed cell death in abnormal cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. It is neuroprotective, crossing the blood-brain barrier and protecting neural tissue. It supports liver detoxification and enhances immune function. What makes curcumin particularly special is its ability to modulate genes. Inflammation doesn't just happen. Genes must be activated to create inflammatory responses. Curcumin turns off these inflammatory genes. Cancer doesn't develop randomly. Oncogenes must be expressed. Curcumin suppresses oncogene expression while activating tumor suppressor genes. This genetic-level action explains why curcumin addresses such a broad spectrum of diseases. Research has identified that curcumin affects over 700 genes in the human body. More specifically, it upregulates genes that support health and downregulates genes that promote disease. This is fundamentally different from pharmaceutical drugs that typically force a single effect regardless of what the body needs. Curcumin works with your body's intelligence, intelligently modulating gene expression toward health. One of curcumin's most important effects is its ability to inhibit NF-kappa B, a molecular switch that activates inflammation. When NF-kappa B gets stuck in the own position, chronic inflammation develops, leading to virtually every major disease: heart disease, diabetes, cancer, autoimmune conditions, and neurodegeneration. By turning off this inflammatory switch, curcumin addresses the root cause of most modern diseases. It addresses inflammation, arthritis, digestive issues, brain health, cancer prevention. Turmeric's therapeutic applications are remarkably broad, which is why adding it to your daily meals creates such transformative health benefits. Let's explore the major disease categories that turmeric addresses: inflammation and autoimmune conditions. Chronic inflammation underlies most modern diseases, whether the problem is rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, lupus, or other autoimmune conditions. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects provide relief comparable to pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the side effects. Studies show that turmeric reduces inflammatory markers in the blood as effectively as NSAIDs like ibuprofen. But unlike NSAIDs, turmeric doesn't damage the gut lining or increase cardiovascular risk, arthritis, and joint health. Millions suffer from osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, conditions involving joint inflammation and degeneration. Multiple clinical trials demonstrate that turmeric reduces joint pain, improves mobility, and slows disease progression. One study comparing turmeric to diclofenac, a powerful pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory, found them approximately equal in effectiveness, with turmeric showing fewer side effects, digestive health, Turmeric supports digestive function through multiple mechanisms. It increases bile production, which aids fat digestion. It reduces intestinal inflammation, healing conditions like irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel disease. It promotes beneficial gut bacteria growth. It enhances digestive enzyme production. People who add turmeric to their meals consistently report improved digestion, more stable energy, and better nutrient absorption. Brain health and cognitive function. Turmeric crosses the blood-brain barrier and exerts protective effects on neural tissue. Research shows it enhances memory, improves focus, and may help prevent cognitive decline. Some studies suggest curcumin might help prevent or slow Alzheimer's disease by reducing amyloid plaques and tau tangles, the hallmark pathologies of this devastating condition. For anyone concerned about brain health and cognitive aging, turmeric is essential. Cardiovascular health. Heart disease remains the leading cause of death worldwide. Turmeric addresses multiple cardiovascular risk factors simultaneously. It reduces LDL cholesterol oxidation, the type of cholesterol that damages arteries. It improves endothelial function, enhancing blood vessel flexibility. It reduces blood clot formation. It lowers blood pressure. Studies show that people consuming turmeric regularly have significantly lower rates of heart disease and stroke cancer prevention. While turmeric isn't a cancer cure, extensive research demonstrates its role in cancer prevention. Curcumin inhibits cancer cell proliferation, induces cancer cell death, prevents metastasis, and enhances the effectiveness of chemotherapy. Countries with high turmeric consumption, particularly India, show lower rates of certain cancers. This suggests that consistent turmeric consumption over years and decades provides meaningful cancer prevention. Blood sugar and diabetes. Turmeric improves insulin sensitivity and helps regulate blood sugar levels. For people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, turmeric can help improve glucose control and reduce medication needs. Some research suggests it may help prevent the development of diabetes in at-risk individuals. How to use turmeric for maximum absorption. Black pepper, healthy fats. Here is crucial information that many people don't realize. Turmeric consumed alone has poor bioavailability. Only about 5% of the curcumin gets absorbed into your bloodstream. This means you are getting minimal benefits from casually sprinkling turmeric on food. However, with proper preparation, you can increase bioavailability by up to 2,000%. The key is combining turmeric with two things: black pepper and healthy fats. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that dramatically enhances curcumin absorption. When piperine and curcumin are consumed together, piperine inhibits the liver's metabolism of curcumin, allowing it to circulate in the bloodstream much longer. Studies show that adding just 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper increases turmeric bioavailability by 2,000%. This is remarkable. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper makes turmeric 20 times more effective. Healthy fats further enhance absorption because curcumin is fat-soluble. Consuming turmeric with coconut oil, ghee, olive oil, avocado, or other healthy fats increases absorption significantly. The combination of turmeric, black pepper, and healthy fat creates optimal conditions for maximum curcumin bioavailability. This explains why the traditional preparation of golden milk, turmeric combined with coconut milk, which contains both fats and often enhanced with black pepper, has been used for centuries. Ancient practitioners understood through experience what modern science now confirms. This combination maximizes therapeutic benefit, dosage recommendations, and safety. For therapeutic effects, most research studies use turmeric doses of 500 to 2,000 mg of curcumin daily, typically spread across multiple doses. Since turmeric root contains only 3 to 5% curcumin, This translates to approximately 10 to 30 grams of turmeric powder daily for therapeutic purposes. For general health maintenance and disease prevention, smaller amounts are effective. A practical approach is to add turmeric to meals consistently, approximately 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon daily in cooking, combined with black pepper and healthy fats. This provides enough curcumin for disease prevention. For specific health conditions, higher doses or concentrated supplements may be appropriate, but these should be discussed with a healthcare provider. Turmeric is remarkably safe. Thousands of years of use and hundreds of clinical studies show minimal side effects even at high doses. Most people tolerate turmeric well without adverse effects. Occasionally, someone experiences mild digestive upset at very high doses, which usually resolves quickly, or can be managed by taking turmeric with food. However, certain individuals should use caution. People taking blood thinners like warfarin should consult their doctor, as high-dose turmeric may have mild anticoagulant effects. People with bile duct obstruction should avoid turmeric, as it stimulates bile production. Pregnant women should use turmeric cautiously and discuss with their doctor. Beyond these specific situations, turmeric is extraordinarily safe. Real-life case studies and testimonials, the stories of people whose lives have been transformed by turmeric, are powerful and compelling. Consider Sarah, who suffered from severe rheumatoid arthritis for 15 years. Her hands were deformed, and she took multiple pharmaceutical medications with significant side effects. After adding turmeric consistently to her diet, combined with the other herbs in this protocol, within 3 months her pain decreased significantly, her morning stiffness resolved, and she was able to reduce her medication doses. Or consider Michael, who had been diagnosed with pre-diabetes and was on the path to developing full diabetes. His doctor warned him that without intervention, his health would deteriorate. Michael added turmeric and the other herbs to his daily routine, made modest dietary improvements, and maintained consistent exercise. Within 6 months, his blood sugar normalized, his insulin resistance improved, and his doctor removed the prediabetes diagnosis. These aren't miraculous overnight transformations. They're examples of consistent application of health principles, creating profound results over months. The power of turmeric combined with lifestyle changes demonstrates why prevention and restoration of balance prove so effective. Recipes and practical ways to add to daily meals. The beauty of turmeric is how easily it integrates into daily eating. Here are practical ways to ensure consistent turmeric consumption. Golden milk. Combine 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, 1 cup coconut milk, and honey to taste. Warm gently and drink daily. This simple drink provides excellent bioavailability and tastes delicious. Turmeric rice. When cooking rice, add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric per cup of rice, along with a small amount of coconut oil and black pepper. This turns ordinary rice into a healing meal. Curries. Indian curries are naturally turmeric rich, making homemade curry incorporating fresh turmeric, ginger, garlic, and other herbs creates a delicious meal with maximum healing benefit. Smoothies. Add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric to smoothies, along with black pepper and coconut oil. Combined with fruits and vegetables, this provides anti-inflammatory nutrition. Soups. Add turmeric to vegetable soups, bone broth, or lentil soups. The warm liquid aids absorption, and turmeric blends naturally with most soup flavors. Potential side effects and who should avoid. As mentioned, turmeric is extraordinarily safe. However, understanding potential interactions ensures you use it optimally. At very high doses, above 8 grams, some people experience mild digestive upset, nausea, or diarrhea, starting with smaller amounts and gradually increasing allows your body to adjust. Turmeric may increase bleeding risk. If combined with blood thinners, turmeric may stimulate gallbladder contractions, so people with gallstones should use cautiously. High doses may affect blood sugar, so people on diabetes medications should monitor carefully. Pregnant women should use turmeric cautiously as high doses might stimulate uterine contractions. Breastfeeding women should discuss turmeric use with their doctor. People with iron deficiency should know that turmeric contains compounds that may inhibit iron absorption, though this is rarely problematic with normal food amounts. Beyond these specific considerations, turmeric is safe for virtually everyone. The consistency of use matters far more than occasional high doses. Adding turmeric to every meal, even in modest amounts, creates far better results than occasional large doses. The golden opportunity, turmeric represents one of nature's greatest health gifts. Its combination of safety, effectiveness, accessibility, and versatility makes it the cornerstone herb for health restoration. As you embark on this 5-herb protocol, turmeric will likely emerge as the most impactful addition to your routine. The inflammation it reduces, the cellular damage it prevents, and the disease processes it interrupts are foundational to restoring genuine wellness. Start with golden milk or adding turmeric to your meals today, and you begin a journey toward the healthier, more vibrant version of yourself. Herb number 2, ginger, the warming root. If turmeric is the most scientifically studied herb, ginger deserves recognition as the most universally beloved and accessible. For over 5,000 years, ginger has played a central role in healing traditions across Asia, the Middle East, and increasingly the entire world. Unlike turmeric, which is primarily Indian in its cultural origins, ginger belongs to humanity universally. Its warming properties, distinctive flavor, and remarkable therapeutic effects have made it indispensable to healers and home cooks alike. More importantly, for our purposes, ginger works synergistically with turmeric and the other herbs in this protocol, creating healing effects greater than the sum of individual parts, origin, history, and why it has been used for 5,000 years. Ginger, scientifically known as Zingiber officinale, originates from Southeast Asia, particularly the tropical rainforests of the Indian subcontinent. Archaeological evidence suggests humans have used ginger for at least 5,000 years, making it one of our oldest medicinal plants. Ginger appeared in Chinese medical texts, dating back over 2,000 years. Arab traders brought ginger westward along the Silk Road, and it became so valued in medieval Europe that it was taxed like other precious spices. The reason ginger remained valued across such vast geographic areas and extended time periods is straightforward. It works. Unlike fashionable health trends that come and go, ginger endures because consistent use produces consistent benefits. Buddhist monks recognized ginger as essential medicine for digestive health and incorporated it into daily practice. Ayurvedic physicians prescribed ginger to balance all 3 doshas, a rare achievement since most herbs affect specific constitutions. Traditional Chinese medicine incorporated ginger into countless formulas, recognizing its ability to ignite the digestive fire and warm the body's core. What is particularly remarkable is how ginger appears in both ancient and modern contexts. Medieval European physicians prescribed ginger for plague and fever. Modern research validates this, showing ginger's antimicrobial and fever reducing properties. Victorian women drank ginger tea for digestive health. Modern studies confirm ginger's superior effectiveness for various digestive complaints compared to many pharmaceutical interventions. This continuity across centuries and cultures reveals something profound. Ginger addresses fundamental human health needs. Ginger became so economically important that it drove exploration and trade routes. The Portuguese, Dutch, and English competed fiercely for control of spice, producing regions, and ginger was among the most valuable commodities. Though we now take ginger's availability for granted, you can find it in virtually any grocery store. Historically, it was precious enough to justify military conquest and trade route establishment. Active compounds, gingerol and shogal. The therapeutic power of ginger comes from its bioactive compounds, particularly gingerols and shogals. Fresh ginger is rich in gingerols, which are responsible for ginger's pungent taste and most of its anti-inflammatory effects. When ginger is dried or heated, gingerols convert to shogals, which have different but equally valuable therapeutic properties. This is why both fresh and dried ginger have benefits, and why the form you use matters depending on your specific health goals. Gingerols work similarly to curcumin in many ways. They inhibit inflammatory pathways, reduce pain signals, and support immune function. However, gingerols have additional properties that make them particularly valuable. They enhance gastric motility, literally increasing the muscular contractions of the stomach that move food through the digestive system. This is why ginger is so effective for digestive complaints and nausea. It doesn't just reduce inflammation, it actively improves digestive movement. Shogals, compounds created when ginger is dried or heated, have greater bioavailability than gingerols and penetrate tissues more deeply. Some research suggests shogals may be more effective than gingerols for certain applications. This explains why dried ginger powder or cooked ginger sometimes outperforms fresh ginger for specific conditions. Ancient practitioners understood this distinction intuitively when they recommended fresh ginger for acute digestive issues and dry ginger for deep warming and circulation improvement. Beyond gingerols and shogals, ginger contains dozens of other bioactive compounds, zingerone, gingerdiols, paradols, and many others. Together, these create a synergistic effect far more powerful than any single compound alone. This is why isolated gingerol supplements often underperform compared to whole ginger preparations. You lose the synergistic benefits of the complete plant. Benefits, digestion, nausea, inflammation, circulation, immunity. Ginger's therapeutic applications are remarkably broad, addressing multiple body systems simultaneously. Understanding these benefits helps you recognize why adding ginger to your daily routine creates such transformative results. Digestive health. Ginger is perhaps most famous for its digestive benefits. It increases stomach acid and digestive enzymes, improving breakdown and absorption of nutrients. It enhances gastric motility, preventing the stagnation that leads to bloating, gas, and constipation. It reduces intestinal inflammation, soothing conditions like irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel disease. People who add ginger to meals report improved digestion, fewer bloating episodes, more stable energy, and better nutrient absorption. For anyone with digestive complaints, ginger is transformative. Nausea and motion sickness. Ginger is so effective for nausea that multiple clinical studies have compared it to pharmaceutical anti-nausea medications. For pregnancy, related nausea, morning sickness, ginger has been shown safe and effective in multiple trials. For chemotherapy, induced nausea, ginger significantly reduces symptoms. For motion sickness and vertigo, ginger often provides relief as effectively as pharmaceutical medication. This makes ginger invaluable for travelers, pregnant women, and anyone prone to nausea. Anti-inflammatory effects. Ginger's inflammation, reducing properties rival many pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs. It inhibits COX-2 enzymes similar to how NSAIDs work, but with a better safety profile. Studies comparing ginger to ibuprofen for pain relief show comparable effectiveness. For arthritis, both rheumatoid and osteoarthritis, Ginger reduces pain and improves mobility. The inflammation reduction extends beyond joints to the entire body, making ginger useful for any inflammatory condition. Circulation and cardiovascular health. Ginger improves blood circulation through multiple mechanisms. It is a natural blood thinner, reducing clot formation risk. It improves endothelial function, enhancing blood vessel flexibility. It reduces blood pressure in hypertensive individuals. It lowers cholesterol and triglycerides. These effects combined significantly reduce cardiovascular disease risk. People with poor circulation, cold extremities, or cardiovascular risk factors benefit greatly from ginger consumption. Immune system enhancement. Ginger stimulates immune function through multiple pathways. It enhances white blood cell activity, improving infection, fighting ability. It has antimicrobial properties, directly killing bacteria, viruses, and fungi. It reduces inflammatory immune responses while boosting protective immunity. During cold and flu season, consistent ginger consumption helps prevent infection and reduces symptom severity if infection occurs. Many cultures use ginger tea preventively during winter months for exactly this reason. Pain management. Beyond arthritis, ginger helps with various pain conditions. Menstrual pain, muscle soreness, headaches, and other pain conditions improve with ginger. One mechanism is through its pain signal reduction in the nervous system. Another is through reduced inflammation underlying the pain. People often report that adding ginger to their routine allows them to reduce or eliminate pain medication. Blood sugar and metabolic health. Ginger improves insulin sensitivity and helps regulate blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes or prediabetes, ginger helps improve glucose control. Some research suggests it may prevent diabetes development in at-risk individuals. It also appears to support healthy metabolism and weight management. How ginger works in the body at a cellular level. Understanding how ginger creates such broad therapeutic effects helps explain its remarkable versatility. At the cellular level, ginger's bioactive compounds interact with multiple receptor systems and signaling pathways. Gingerols and shogalls bind to TRPV1 receptors on nerve cells. These are the same receptors that detect heat. And by activating these receptors, ginger creates a sensation of warmth and actually reduces pain signaling, the same mechanisms that make hot peppers helpful for pain relief. This receptor activation also improves circulation by dilating blood vessels and enhancing blood flow. Ginger compounds inhibit NF-kappa B, the same inflammatory master switch that turmeric targets. This powerful combination, turmeric and ginger, both turning off inflammatory signals, explains why they work so effectively together. They address the same pathways through slightly different mechanisms, creating synergistic enhancement. Ginger enhances digestive enzyme production through multiple mechanisms. It increases cholecystokinin KEK release, which stimulates gallbladder contraction and bile release. It enhances pepsin production in the stomach, improving protein breakdown. It increases mucus production in the stomach, protecting the stomach lining while improving digestion. These coordinated effects explain why ginger is so universally effective for digestive complaints. At the immune level, ginger stimulates macrophage activity, the immune cells that engulf pathogens and activate immune responses. It also enhances antibody production and T-cell activation. These immune enhancements occur without the excessive inflammation that sometimes accompanies immune activation, making ginger's immune support balanced and sustainable. Fresh versus dried ginger, which is better and when? Both fresh and dried ginger offer therapeutic benefits, but they have different strengths and optimal uses. Fresh ginger retains higher levels of gingerols and has the most pronounced warming and digestive, enhancing effects. Fresh ginger is superior for acute digestive complaints, nausea, and motion sickness. It is more potent for stimulating digestive secretions. Fresh ginger is the better choice when you want immediate, acute relief. The flavor is brighter and more distinctive. You can easily incorporate fresh ginger into smoothies, juices, teas, and cooking. Dried ginger contains more shogaols due to gingerol conversion during the drying process. Shogaols penetrate tissues more deeply and have superior bioavailability in many cases. Dried ginger is superior for deep inflammation reduction, chronic pain conditions, and warming the body's core. Dried ginger's effects are more sustained and lasting. It is more convenient for consistent daily use, since it stores longer and requires no refrigeration. The concentrated flavor is more potent and warming. The practical answer is use both. For acute digestive issues or nausea, use fresh ginger. For consistent daily health maintenance and chronic inflammation, use dried ginger. Using them in complementary ways ensures you access the full spectrum of ginger's benefits. Some people take fresh ginger in the morning to support digestion and use dried ginger in evening golden milk. For chronic inflammation reduction and better sleep, dosage and preparation methods. For therapeutic benefits, research typically uses ginger doses ranging from 1 to 4 grams daily, depending on whether fresh or dried and the specific condition being addressed. These doses translate to practical amounts, approximately 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of fresh grated ginger daily for maintenance, or 2 to 4 cups of ginger tea for acute conditions. Dried ginger powder is more concentrated, so smaller amounts provide equivalent benefits, approximately 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon daily for maintenance. For specific conditions like nausea or pain, 1 to 2 grams of dried ginger, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon, often provides rapid relief. Preparation methods affect both taste and therapeutic benefit. Ginger tea, the most straightforward preparation. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh grated ginger or 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of dried ginger powder per cup of hot water. Steep for 5 minutes. Add honey and lemon for enhanced flavor and additional benefits. Drink daily or as needed. Golden milk with ginger. Combine turmeric, ginger, black pepper, coconut oil, and coconut milk. This combination maximizes both turmeric and ginger absorption while creating a delicious warming drink. Ginger in cooking. Add ginger to stir, fries, curries, soups, and vegetable dishes. Cooking releases ginger's flavors and converts some gingerols to shogaols, creating a different therapeutic profile. Ginger smoothies. Add fresh grated ginger to fruit and vegetable smoothies. The cool temperature preserves gingerols while the fat content from coconut milk aids absorption. Ginger shots. Fresh ginger juice mixed with lemon and honey creates a concentrated dose for quick effect. Ginger tea recipes and meal integration. Creating delicious ginger preparations ensures consistent consumption, which is key to therapeutic benefit. Basic ginger tea. Steep 1 teaspoon fresh grated ginger in 1 cup hot water for 10 minutes. Strain. Add 1 teaspoon honey and juice of half a lemon. Drink warm daily for digestive support and immune enhancement. Ginger turmeric tea. Combine 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon ginger powder, pinch of black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil, and 1 cup hot water. Add honey to taste. This combines the healing power of turmeric and ginger with black pepper's bioavailability enhancement. Spiced ginger tea. Combine fresh ginger, cinnamon stick, clove, and cardamom pods in hot water. Steep 10 minutes. Add honey. This Ayurvedic combination warms the body and enhances digestion. Ginger curry. Add fresh ginger, garlic, turmeric, and coconut milk to vegetable curry. Include the other healing herbs in this protocol. A single curry meal delivers multiple herbs synergistically. Asian ginger soup. Combine ginger, garlic, vegetables, and bone broth or vegetable broth. Add other healing herbs. This warming soup provides therapeutic doses of multiple healing herbs in one comforting meal, combining ginger with other herbs for enhanced effects. Ginger's true power emerges when combined with the other herbs in this protocol. The combinations create synergistic effects exceeding individual herb benefits. Ginger plus turmeric both reduce inflammation through complementary mechanisms. Combined, they're extraordinarily effective for arthritis, inflammatory bowel conditions, and general inflammation reduction. This combination appears frictionally in traditional medicine across cultures. Ginger plus garlic both enhance circulation and immunity. Together, they create powerful anti-infection and cardiovascular benefits. Many traditional soups combine these two for exactly this reason. Ginger plus holy basil. Holy basil provides calming, stress, reducing effects, while ginger provides warming digestive effects. Together, they create balanced support for both nervous system and digestive. Ginger plus ashwagandha both support energy and vitality while reducing stress. Combined, they create powerful stress resilience and energy support without overstimulation. Contraindications and precautions. Ginger is extraordinarily safe for most people. However, understanding specific precautions ensures optimal use. Blood-thinning high-dose ginger may have mild anticoagulant effect. People taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin should discuss ginger use with their doctor. Typical food amounts are unlikely to cause problems, but high-dose supplements might interact. Gallstones. Similar to turmeric, ginger stimulates bile production. People with gallstones should use cautiously and discuss with their doctor pregnancy. While ginger is generally recognized as safe during pregnancy for nausea, pregnant women should discuss dosage with their healthcare provider. Bleeding disorders. People with bleeding disorders should use high-dose ginger cautiously. GERD and ulcers. While ginger generally supports digestion, high doses in sensitive individuals might rarely trigger GERD or irritate existing ulcers. Start with small amounts and assess tolerance. For virtually everyone else, ginger is safe even at relatively high doses. Its millennia long history of use and extensive modern research validate its safety. Many people consume ginger daily for years without any adverse effects. The warming gateway to healing. Ginger represents one of nature's most accessible and immediately beneficial healing tools. Unlike herbs that require patient long-term use before benefits appear, ginger often creates noticeable effects within days or weeks. This rapid feedback creates motivation to maintain consistent use. As you add ginger to your daily routine, combine it with turmeric for enhanced anti-inflammatory effects. Use it in cooking, in teas, and in the herbal combinations discussed in this section. Ginger's warming properties literally support your body's natural healing fires, activating the self-healing capacity that Buddhist wisdom has always understood lies within you. Herb number 3. Holy basil tulsi, the sacred herb. If turmeric is the most scientifically validated, and ginger is the most universally beloved, holy basil, known as tulsi in Sanskrit, deserves recognition as the most spiritually revered. For over 5,000 years in Hindu and Buddhist traditions, tulsi has held sacred status. It is not merely an herb. It is considered a manifestation of the divine feminine principle and is grown in sacred gardens and homes throughout India. This spiritual reverence, however, isn't separate from practical healing. It emerges from genuine therapeutic power. Tulsi addresses something that turmeric and ginger, for all their remarkable benefits, don't directly target: the stress, anxiety, and mental turbulence that characterizes modern life. and undermines health at its foundation. Sacred status in Buddhism and Hinduism. In Hindu tradition, Tulsi is considered the earthly manifestation of Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and well-being. The plant is so sacred that millions of Hindu homes maintain a Tulsi plant in a special place, often in a clay pot called a Tulsi Vrindavan. Daily rituals involve watering the plant, circling it respectfully, and speaking prayers. This isn't performed as superstition, but as recognition of the plant's extraordinary capacity to purify air, enhance consciousness, and promote well-being in Buddhist context. Tulsi is valued particularly for its effects on the mind and nervous system. Buddhist meditation practitioners use Tulsi to deepen meditative states and support the mental clarity necessary for spiritual development. The Buddha taught that calming the mind is essential for all healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Tulsi emerged as the herb par excellence for accomplishing this mental calming while simultaneously supporting physical health. The veneration of Tulsi reflects something profound about ancient wisdom. They recognize that certain plants possess qualities that go beyond physical pharmacology. Modern science increasingly validates this through research on phytonutrients that affect neurochemistry, gene expression, and consciousness itself. Tulsi isn't sacred merely for symbolic reasons. It is sacred because it genuinely affects human well-being at profound levels. In temples and monasteries, Tulsi was often grown and processed into teas, oils, and dried preparations for monks and devotees. Healers prescribed Tulsi not just for physical ailments, but for emotional disturbances, mental confusion, and spiritual advancement. This holistic approach recognized that true health encompasses mental and emotional well-being, not just physical wellness. What makes Tulsi different from regular basil? Though Tulsi and common culinary basil are botanically related, both in the Ocimum genuses, they're distinctly different plants with different chemical compositions and therapeutic effects. Understanding this distinction is crucial because cooking with regular basil, while beneficial, doesn't provide Tulsi's specific therapeutic properties. Tulsi has a peppery, slightly spicy flavor compared to common basil's sweeter profile. More importantly, Tulsi contains unique bioactive compounds that regular basil lacks or contains in different concentrations. Tulsi is rich in polyphenols, particularly eugenol, carvacrol, and rosmarinic acid. These compounds create Tulsi's distinctive therapeutic effects on the nervous system and stress response. Regular basil has culinary and modest health benefits, but Tulsi is specifically formulated by nature for neurological and psychological support. It is an adaptogenic herb, meaning it helps your body adapt to stress and maintain balance, while regular basil is primarily a culinary seasoning with anti-inflammatory properties. This distinction means you can't simply substitute common basil for Tulsi and expect the same benefits. There are actually 3 main varieties of Tulsi Rama. Tulsi red-stemmed, most common; Krishna Tulsi purple-stemmed, most potent; and Vana Tulsi, wild variety, strongest. All 3 contain the active compounds, but in different concentrations. Krishna Tulsi is considered most medicinal and is traditionally used for serious health conditions. Most commercial Tulsi tea uses Rama Tulsi, which is highly effective and more widely available. Adaptogenic properties, stress, anxiety, and mental clarity. The term adaptogen deserves deep explanation because it is central to understanding Tulsi's unique value. Adaptogens are substances that help your body adapt to stress and maintain homeostasis, internal balance, regardless of external stressors. Unlike substances that force a specific effect, adaptogens respond intelligently to what your body needs. Tulsi functions as an adaptogen through multiple mechanisms. When your cortisol levels are excessively high from chronic stress, Tulsi helps lower them. When your energy is depleted, Tulsi helps restore it. When your mind is scattered, Tulsi helps focus it. When you are anxious, Tulsi brings calm. This intelligent responsiveness explains why Tulsi is so universally beneficial. It works with your body's needs rather than forcing a one-size-fits-all effect. Modern research confirms Tulsi's adaptogenic properties. Scientifically, studies show that Tulsi reduces cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone, more effectively than many pharmaceutical anxiolytics, anti-anxiety medications. It reduces blood pressure, heart rate, and other physical stress responses. It improves focus and mental clarity. It reduces anxiety and promotes calm without causing drowsiness or dependence. One particularly important effect is Tulsi's ability to modulate the hypothalamic, pituitary, adrenal, HPA axis, the body's central stress response system. When the HPA axis becomes dysregulated through chronic stress, it continuously overproduces stress hormones, even when no actual danger exists. This creates the exhaustion, anxiety, and depression characteristic of chronic stress. Tulsi helps normalize HPA axis function, essentially recalibrating your stress response system. The anxiety reducing effects appear through multiple pathways. Tulsi increases GABA, the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter that promotes calm. It enhances serotonin and dopamine, the neurotransmitters underlying mood and motivation. It reduces excitatory glutamate activity that can trigger anxiety. These multiple mechanisms work together, creating profound anxiety relief that emerges gradually rather than forcing instant chemical suppression like pharmaceutical anxiolytics. Benefits: immune support, respiratory health, blood sugar balance. While Tulsi's primary fame rests on its stress, reducing and mental health effects, its therapeutic applications extend far beyond nervous system support. Immune system enhancement. Tulsi stimulates immune function through multiple pathways. It enhances white blood cell activity, increases antibody production, and improves immune response to pathogens. Additionally, Tulsi has direct antimicrobial properties. It kills bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Regular Tulsi consumption strengthens immunity, reducing infection frequency and severity. During cold and flu season, Tulsi provides preventive benefits comparable to pharmaceutical interventions, but without side effects. Respiratory health. Traditional healers have long used Tulsi for cough, bronchitis, asthma, and other respiratory conditions. Modern research validates this. Tulsi contains compounds that reduce inflammation in airways, decrease mucus production, improve airflow, and enhance oxygenation. People with asthma who incorporate Tulsi into their routine report reduced symptom frequency and severity. Athletes appreciate Tulsi's ability to enhance respiratory function and oxygen utilization. Blood sugar and metabolic health. Tulsi improves insulin sensitivity and helps regulate blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes or pre-diabetes, Tulsi provides measurable benefits. It appears to work through multiple mechanisms, enhancing insulin secretion, improving glucose uptake by cells, and reducing inflammatory compounds that drive insulin resistance. Regular Tulsi consumption helps prevent diabetes development and improves control in established diabetes cardiovascular support. Beyond stress reduction's cardiovascular benefits, Tulsi directly supports heart health. It reduces blood pressure, improves cholesterol profiles, and reduces inflammation in blood vessels. The combination of stress reduction plus direct cardiovascular benefits makes Tulsi particularly valuable for heart health. Anti-inflammatory effects. Though not as potent as turmeric or ginger for inflammation, Tulsi contributes meaningful anti-inflammatory effects. It reduces various inflammatory markers and supports conditions where inflammation plays a role. Detoxification. Tulsi supports the body's natural detoxification processes, particularly in the liver. It enhances glutathione production, the body's master antioxidant, and supports phase 2 liver detoxification enzymes. How Tulsi affects the nervous system. To understand Tulsi's remarkable effects on mood, anxiety, and mental clarity, we need to understand how it affects the nervous system at a neurochemical level. The nervous system operates through neurotransmitters, chemical messengers that allow neurons to communicate. Imbalances in these neurotransmitters underlie anxiety, depression, poor focus, and other mental health challenges. Pharmaceutical antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications work by manipulating these neurotransmitters, usually by preventing their reuptake, meaning they stay in the synapse longer. Tulsi affects neurotransmitters through a gentler, more balanced approach. It enhances GABA receptors, allowing the calming neurotransmitter GABA to work more effectively. It increases availability and sensitivity to serotonin, improving mood naturally. It modulates dopamine, enhancing motivation and focus. Unlike pharmaceuticals that force these changes, Tulsi works with your nervous system's natural processes. At a broader level, Tulsi affects the autonomic nervous system, the part controlling automatic functions like heart rate, digestion, and stress response. Chronic stress pushes the autonomic nervous system into fight or flight sympathetic dominance. Tulsi shifts it toward rest and digest parasympathetic dominance. This shift is profoundly healing because in parasympathetic mode, digestion improves, immunity strengthens, inflammation decreases, and healing accelerates. Tulsi also affects the brain's default mode network, the brain system active during rest and self-referential thinking. Overactivity in the default mode network correlates with anxiety, rumination, and depression. Tulsi appears to help normalize default mode network activity, reducing excessive rumination and anxiety. Growing Tulsi at home and making fresh tea. One beautiful aspect of Tulsi is how easily it grows in most climates, allowing you to have fresh Tulsi available daily. Growing it at home connects you personally to your medicine and ensures maximum freshness. Tulsi grows as a small shrub, typically reaching 1 to 2 feet tall. It thrives in warm, sunny locations with well-draining soil. Planted in a pot or garden in spring after the last frost. Water regularly, keeping soil moist but not waterlogged. Tulsi loves sunlight. Provide at least 6 hours of direct sun daily for optimal growth. Begin harvesting leaves once the plant is established, about 4 to 6 weeks after planting. Pinch off leaves from the top, encouraging bushier growth. Regular harvesting actually promotes plant vigor rather than damaging it. You can harvest continuously throughout the growing season. In fall before the first frost, harvest all remaining leaves to preserve them for winter. Fresh Tulsi tea. Pick 8 to 10 fresh Tulsi leaves. Place in a cup of hot, not boiling water. Steep for 5 to 10 minutes. Drink warm optionally with honey and lemon. Fresh tea is more powerful than dried tea and offers the most potent nervous system support. Drinking fresh Tulsi tea daily creates profound benefits. Dried Tulsi tea. Hang fresh Tulsi sprigs in a cool, dark location for 1 week until completely dry. Strip leaves from stems. Store in an airtight container away from light and heat. Use 1 teaspoon of dried leaves per cup of hot water. Dried tea is convenient for year-round use and stores for months. Tulsi infusion. For more potent effects, place 1 tablespoon of fresh or dried Tulsi in 1 cup of hot water and steep for 20 to 30 minutes. This extended steeping extracts more bioactive compounds, combining with other herbs. Tulsi combines beautifully with the other herbs in this protocol, creating synergistic effects. Tulsi plus ashwagandha, both are adaptogens with complementary effects. Tulsi works more rapidly on the nervous system and stress response. Ashwagandha provides deeper, longer, lasting adaptogenic support. Combined, they create powerful stress resilience and emotional balance. Tulsi plus ginger. Ginger's warming digestive effects, combined with Tulsi's calming effects. This combination addresses both nervous system and digestive system, creating comprehensive well-being support. Tulsi plus turmeric. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects combine with Tulsi's stress-reducing effect. Since chronic stress drives inflammation, this combination addresses inflammation from both directions. Tulsi plus garlic, while seemingly different in character, Tulsi's nervine effects combine with garlic's immune, strengthening effect. This combination supports both nervous system resilience and infection resistance. Spiritual benefits according to ancient texts. Beyond physiological effects, Buddhist and Hindu texts describe spiritual benefits from Tulsi cultivation and consumption. These descriptions, while expressed in spiritual language, point to genuine psychological and neurological effects modern science is beginning to validate. Ancient texts describe Tulsi as enhancing consciousness, clarifying perception, and facilitating spiritual development. Regular meditation practitioners report that Tulsi deepens meditative states and mental clarity. Whether understood through spiritual or neurological frameworks, the phenomenon is real. Tulsi genuinely affects consciousness and mental functioning. Growing and tending Tulsi creates a daily practice that cultivates mindfulness and connection. In traditional contexts, the act of watering and honoring the plant was itself considered spiritually beneficial. Modern science validates this. Daily nature connection reduces stress, improves mood, and enhances well-being. The spiritual tradition recognized that healing encompasses more than physical symptoms. True health involves peace, mental clarity, spiritual connection, and alignment with deeper life purposes. Tulsi supports all these dimensions, which is why it earned such reverence. Modern scientific validation. Recent research increasingly validates Tulsi's traditional uses. A 2017 meta-analysis examining 24 clinical trials found strong evidence that Tulsi significantly reduces anxiety, stress, and depression. Another study showed Tulsi extract comparable to pharmaceutical antidepressants for mild to moderate depression, without side effects. Research on Tulsi's immune effects shows it increases antibody production and enhances immune response to vaccination. Studies on respiratory function show Tulsi improves asthma symptoms and exercise-induced bronchoconstriction. Blood sugar studies confirm Tulsi's benefits for diabetes management. What is particularly striking is that traditional uses correlate almost perfectly with modern research findings. This convergence between ancient observation and modern validation occurs because the herb genuinely works through mechanisms our ancestors intuitively understood. Integration into daily life. The most practical way to use Tulsi is as a daily tea. Begin with 1 cup of fresh or dried Tulsi tea daily. This provides consistent adaptogenic support without any side effects. Most people notice decreased anxiety, improved sleep, and better mental clarity within 1 to 2 weeks. Gradually increase to 2 or 3 cups daily if desired. Unlike caffeine, which creates tolerance, Tulsi's benefits often increase with consistent long-term use. Many people develop a daily ritual morning Tulsi tea to begin the day calmly, evening Tulsi tea to wind down peacefully. You can also incorporate Tulsi leaves into cooking. When growing plants, add fresh leaves to soups, curries, or vegetable dishes. While cooking reduces some bioavailability, you still receive benefits while creating delicious meals. For maximum benefit, combine Tulsi with the other herbs in this protocol. A routine might include morning Tulsi tea with ginger, midday turmeric golden milk, and evening ashwagandha tea. This comprehensive approach addresses physical health, nervous system balance, and emotional well-being simultaneously. Tulsi represents nature's gift for modern stress and anxiety, conditions that Buddhist philosophy recognized would undermine health and happiness. By incorporating Tulsi into your daily routine, you address the mental and emotional foundations of genuine wellness, creating the psychological peace necessary for physical healing to flourish. Herb number 4, ashwagandha, the strength provider. Ashwagandha's name reveals its purpose. Ashwa means horse, and gandha means smell. But more importantly, ashwagandha translates as the strength and vitality of a horse. For over 3,000 years in Ayurvedic medicine, ashwagandha has been the premier herb for building strength, resilience, and vitality. Where Tulsi works rapidly on acute stress and anxiety, ashwagandha creates deeper, longer-lasting changes in your body's fundamental capacity to handle stress and thrive. While turmeric and ginger address inflammation and digestion, ashwagandha addresses the stress response system itself, the foundation upon which all health rests. If you could only add one herb to address modern stress, ashwagandha would be the optimal choice. What is ashwagandha and its role in Ayurvedic medicine? Ashwagandha, Withania somnifera, is a small shrub native to India, North Africa, and the Middle East. It produces small red tomato, like berries, though the medicinal part is the root. In Ayurvedic medicine, ashwagandha is classified as a rasayana, a rejuvenative substance that restores vitality and promotes longevity. Rasayanas are the most precious category of herbs in Ayurveda, reserved for fundamental restoration and life extension. Ashwagandha has traditionally been used by warriors preparing for battle. It was believed to enhance strength, courage, and resilience under stress. Monasteries incorporated ashwagandha into their daily practice for monks engaged in intensive meditation, recognizing its ability to support mental clarity and emotional stability during challenging spiritual practices. Ayurvedic physicians prescribed ashwagandha for conditions ranging from nervous exhaustion to sexual dysfunction to age-related decline. In Ayurvedic terms, ashwagandha balances vata dosha, the principle governing nervous system function, creativity, and movement. Excess vata creates anxiety, insomnia, scattered thinking, and nervous system instability. Ashwagandha's grounding, calming, and strengthening properties directly counter vata excess. However, ashwagandha is unique among herbs because it also possesses warming and slightly stimulating properties that prevent it from becoming overly sedating or depleting. The herb grows prolifically in the dry regions of India, particularly Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. In these regions, ashwagandha has been cultivated as a sacred and medicinal plant for millennia. Sustainable harvesting has maintained ashwagandha populations for thousands of years, though modern demand has created both opportunities and challenges for traditional cultivation. With thanalides, the magical compounds, the therapeutic power of ashwagandha comes from its unique bioactive compounds called withanolides. These are steroid-like molecules found in the plant that have no equivalent in other commonly used herbs. Researchers have identified over 35 different withanolides, each with distinct biological activity, and new compounds continue to be discovered. Withanolides work through multiple mechanisms that research is still uncovering. They bind to various receptor systems in the body, including GABA receptors, which promote calm and other neurotransmitter systems. They modulate stress hormone release, particularly cortisol and adrenaline. They enhance DA production, a hormone that counteracts stress hormone effects. They stimulate immune function through multiple pathways. What is remarkable is that withanolides appear specifically designed by nature to address modern stress. They don't just mask stress symptoms, they recalibrate your body's stress response system, teaching it to respond appropriately rather than overreact to minor stressors. This explains why ashwagandha creates lasting benefits that continue even after discontinuing the herb. Different ashwagandha products contain different withanolide concentrations, which affects their potency. High-quality ashwagandha extracts are standardized to contain specific withanolide percentages, typically 4.5% or 5% or higher. This standardization ensures you receive consistent therapeutic doses. Whole root powder contains variable withanolide amounts, depending on growing conditions and processing. Research increasingly shows that withanolides trigger adaptogenic responses through multiple pathways simultaneously. This multi-pathway action explains ashwagandha's broad therapeutic effects and lack of side effects. Different people receive the specific effects their body needs most. Stress, cortisol, and how ashwagandha helps. Chronic stress is perhaps the most significant health threat facing modern humans. Unlike the acute stress our ancestors faced, predators, immediate dangers. Modern stress is chronic and psychological: work pressure, financial worry, social conflict, information overload. This chronic activation of the stress response creates continuously elevated cortisol and adrenaline, suppressing immunity, promoting inflammation, increasing fat storage, and accelerating aging. Cortisol normally follows a daily rhythm, high in the morning to energize you, gradually declining through the day, reaching minimum at night. This rhythm allows sleep and recovery. With chronic stress, cortisol remains elevated throughout the day and night, disrupting sleep and preventing recovery. Many people suffer from tired but wired, exhausted yet unable to sleep due to dysregulated cortisol. Ashwagandha specifically targets this dysregulation. Multiple clinical trials demonstrate that ashwagandha reduces cortisol levels more effectively than many pharmaceutical anxiolytics. One study found that ashwagandha reduced cortisol levels by 27.9%. Another study showed ashwagandha reduced cortisol more effectively than lorazepam, a pharmaceutical anti-anxiety medication, and without the dependence risk. The mechanism is elegant. Ashwagandha doesn't force cortisol down, which could be dangerous if it went too low. Instead, it normalizes the HPA axis, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal system that controls stress hormone release. It helps the system recognize safe situations as safe rather than constantly perceiving threat. It reduces the excessive cortisol response to minor stresses while maintaining appropriate response to genuine danger. This normalization of stress response creates cascading benefits. With lower cortisol, sleep improves dramatically. With better sleep, immune function strengthens, inflammation decreases, and recovery accelerates. With reduced stress hormone exposure, blood sugar stabilizes, digestion improves, and weight management becomes easier. The foundational stress system recalibration creates a cascade of health improvements throughout the body. Sleep quality and deep rest. One of ashwagandha's most profound effects is sleep enhancement. This isn't through sedation. Ashwagandha isn't a sleep medication. Rather, it creates conditions that allow natural sleep to occur by reducing nighttime cortisol, calming the nervous system, and promoting relaxation. Ashwagandha allows sleep to happen more naturally and deeply. Numerous studies confirm ashwagandha's sleep benefits. One study found ashwagandha improved sleep quality scores by 72% and reduced sleep latency, time to fall asleep, by 27%. Another study showed ashwagandha improved sleep efficiency. The percentage of time in bed actually spent sleeping from 65 to 85%. Importantly, these improvements occurred without dependence or next-day grogginess. Sleep quality dramatically affects every aspect of health. During deep sleep, your body produces growth hormone, which rebuilds tissues, burns fat, and maintains youthful metabolism. During sleep, your brain clears metabolic waste products that accumulate during wakefulness. This cleaning process is crucial for maintaining cognitive function and preventing neurological diseases. During sleep, your immune system conducts its maintenance and training. Without adequate deep sleep, health deteriorates regardless of other health practices. For anyone struggling with sleep, whether difficulty falling asleep, difficulty staying asleep, or poor sleep quality, ashwagandha often provides remarkable benefits. Many people report that they fall asleep more easily, wake less frequently, and feel significantly more rested after sleep. They often notice this improvement within 1 to 2 weeks of beginning ashwagandha energy, stamina, and athletic performance. Despite its calming effects, ashwagandha enhances energy and stamina, rather than depleting them. This apparent contradiction resolves when you understand that ashwagandha creates efficient energy rather than nervous system stimulation. It doesn't jack up adrenaline like caffeine. It allows your body to sustain activity without depletion or nervous exhaustion. Athletes use ashwagandha specifically for enhanced endurance and performance. Studies show ashwagandha increases VO2 max oxygen utilization, improves muscle strength and recovery, and reduces fatigue. One study of cyclists found ashwagandha improved performance by approximately 7%, a significant improvement in athletic context. Another study showed ashwagandha reduced exercise, induced muscle damage, and accelerated recovery. Beyond athletics, ashwagandha helps people with chronic fatigue and energy depletion. Many people suffering from burnout, chronic illness, or post-viral fatigue report significant energy improvement with ashwagandha. The energy isn't the brittle, anxiety-producing energy of stimulants. It is sustainable, resilient energy that doesn't deplete over time. Sexual health and vitality. Ashwagandha has been used for thousands of years to enhance sexual function and fertility. Modern research validates this traditional use. Ashwagandha improves sexual function in both men and women through multiple mechanisms. Enhanced blood flow, reduced nervousness and anxiety, increased desire and arousal, and enhanced physical sensation. Studies show ashwagandha increases testosterone levels in men while improving sexual function and satisfaction. For women, ashwagandha improves sexual arousal, lubrication, and satisfaction. In one study, women taking ashwagandha reported significant improvements in sexual function across multiple measures, particularly arousal and satisfaction. Beyond sexual function, ashwagandha enhances overall vitality and embodied presence. People often report feeling more alive, more present in their body, and more connected to their physical being. This enhancement of vitality extends to all aspects of life. Not just sexual expression, how to use powder, capsules, milk preparation. Ashwagandha comes in multiple forms, each with advantages and disadvantages. Understanding your options allows you to choose what works best for your lifestyle and preferences. Whole root powder. This is the most traditional form. 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon mixed into warm milk, smoothies, or food. Whole powder contains the complete plant matrix, but has variable withanolide content. Benefits: most natural, least processing, lowest cost. Drawbacks: variable potency, earthy taste, some find unpleasant. Standardized extract powder. This is concentrated ashwagandha root, processed to specific withanolide percentages, typically 4.5–5%. 1/4 teaspoon provides consistent dosing. This is often the best choice for therapeutic effects. Benefits: consistent potency, higher concentration, so smaller doses needed, often better taste. Drawbacks: more processing, higher cost, capsules, convenient for travel, and consistent dosing. Typically 1 to 2,500 milligrams capsules twice daily. Benefits: no taste, exact dosing, convenient. Drawbacks: expensive, requires swallowing multiple pills. Ashwagandha milk. Traditional preparation: mix 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon ashwagandha powder with 1 cup warm milk. Dairy or non-dairy, add a pinch of black pepper and honey to taste. This traditional preparation, called ashwagandha milk, has been used for thousands of years. The fat in milk enhances absorption. The warming nature of the preparation aids digestion. Drink 1 hour before sleep for optimal sleep benefits, or upon waking for daytime resilience. Tea: steep 1/2 to 1 teaspoon powder in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Add honey and spices as desired. Less potent than concentrated extract, but still effective synergy with other herbs. Ashwagandha combines powerfully with the other herbs in this protocol, creating synergistic stress resilience and health restoration effects. Ashwagandha plus Tulsi, both are adaptogens with complementary effects. Tulsi works more rapidly on acute stress and anxiety. Ashwagandha creates deeper, longer-lasting changes. Together, they provide comprehensive adaptogenic support. Many traditional formulas combine these two. Ashwagandha plus ginger. Ginger's warming digestive effects combine with ashwagandha's calming stress, reducing effects. This combination particularly benefits people with stress-induced digestive problems. Ashwagandha plus turmeric. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects combined with ashwagandha's stress-reducing effects. Since chronic stress drives inflammation, this combination addresses inflammation from both physical and psychological directions. Ashwagandha plus garlic. While different in character, ashwagandha's stress support combines with garlic's immune strengthening. Many traditional formulas include both for comprehensive resilience, safety, dosage, and who should avoid ashwagandha is extraordinarily safe for most people. Standard clinical studies use doses of 300 to 600 milligrams daily of standardized extract, though doses up to 2,000 milligrams have been used safely. For whole root powder, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon, approximately 2 to 5 grams daily is typical. Most people tolerate ashwagandha well. Occasionally, someone experiences mild digestive upset at higher doses, which usually resolves by taking it with food or reducing the dose. Some people experience vivid dreams or slightly deeper sleep than accustomed to. These are features, not drawbacks, indicating the herb is working. However, certain populations should use caution. Pregnancy, while ashwagandha is traditionally used to support fertility and healthy pregnancy, pregnant women should discuss use with their healthcare provider. Some studies show safety while others suggest caution, so professional guidance is appropriate. Autoimmune conditions. Ashwagandha may enhance immune function, which could theoretically aggravate autoimmune conditions. People with lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, or other autoimmune conditions should discuss ashwagandha with their doctor. Thyroid conditions. Ashwagandha may affect thyroid function. People on thyroid medications should monitor thyroid levels if adding ashwagandha surgery. High-dose ashwagandha may interact with anesthesia. Discontinue several weeks before elective surgery. Drug interactions. Ashwagandha may interact with sedatives, anxiolytics, and immunosuppressants. Consult with healthcare providers if taking these medications. For most people, Ashwagandha is safe at recommended doses with minimal side effects, real transformations, and testimonials. The stories of people whose lives have been transformed by ashwagandha are profound. Consider Robert, who suffered from severe anxiety that limited his career and relationships. After pharmaceutical medications failed or created unacceptable side effects, Robert added ashwagandha to his routine. Within 4 weeks, his anxiety decreased noticeably. Within 3 months, he reported feeling genuinely calm for the first time in years. He returned to work successfully and began dating again. Or consider Maria, a healthcare worker suffering from burnout and exhaustion. Despite adequate sleep, she felt constantly depleted and unable to recover. After adding ashwagandha and the other herbs in this protocol, her energy returned within weeks. She described feeling alive again and capable of enjoying her life outside work. Consider James, an athlete struggling with chronic inflammation and slow recovery. Despite excellent training and nutrition, injuries lingered. After incorporating ashwagandha with the other healing herbs, his recovery dramatically improved. He returned to competitive performance and eventually set personal records. These transformations share common elements. People begin with consistent use, notice subtle benefits within 1 to 2 weeks, and experience more profound changes within 1 to 3 months. The improvements are sustainable and continue as long as ashwagandha is used regularly. The foundation of resilience. Ashwagandha represents nature's answer to the stress epidemics that characterize modern life. While we cannot eliminate all stress, we can transform our response to it by normalizing cortisol levels, improving sleep, enhancing energy, and building genuine resilience. Ashwagandha creates the physiological foundation upon which all other health improvements rest. Incorporate ashwagandha into your routine through daily ashwagandha milk before sleep, combined with turmeric and ginger for comprehensive healing support. Use it consistently, understanding that the most profound benefits emerge over months and years of regular use. Ashwagandha is not a quick fix, but a fundamental rebuilding tool, a way of recalibrating your nervous system and stress response toward health and resilience. This foundation of reduced stress and improved sleep allows turmeric's inflammation reduction, ginger's digestive support, and all your body's natural healing processes to work optimally. Herb number 5, garlic, the miracle bulb. If turmeric is the most scientifically validated, ginger the most universally beloved, tulsi the most spiritually revered, and ashwagandha the most stress, resilience-focused, then garlic deserves recognition as nature's most accessible miracle. Unlike the other 4 herbs, relatively exotic to Western cuisines, and often requiring special sourcing, garlic sits in virtually every grocery store, grows easily in most gardens, and tastes delicious in countless dishes. Yet, despite its accessibility and culinary popularity, garlic's extraordinary medicinal power remains underappreciated. This humble bulb possesses antibiotic, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, and anti-cancer properties so potent that it deserves status as one of humanity's most important healing foods. Why garlic is nature's antibiotic. For thousands of years before pharmaceutical antibiotics were discovered, garlic was humanity's primary antimicrobial agent. In ancient Egypt, garlic was so valued for its medicinal properties that it was included in pharaohs' tombs for use in the afterlife. During medieval plagues, physicians prescribed garlic, and history records that garlic-consuming people had better survival rates. In both world wars, garlic was called Russian penicillin because it was used to treat infected wounds when pharmaceutical antibiotics were unavailable. Modern research validates these historical observations with remarkable specificity. Garlic contains compounds more potent than many pharmaceutical antibiotics against certain bacteria, including antibiotic resistant strains. The FDA has acknowledged garlic's antimicrobial properties, yet garlic remains largely absent from modern medical practice, not because it is ineffective, but because it can't be patented and therefore generates no profit incentive for promotion. Garlic's antimicrobial power extends beyond bacteria to viruses, fungi, and parasites. Research shows garlic effective against influenza, common cold viruses, herpes simplex, candida, and numerous parasites. This broad-spectrum antimicrobial activity makes garlic valuable for prevention and treatment of various infections. The mechanism behind garlic's antimicrobial power involves a remarkable biochemical reaction. When you crush, cut, or chew garlic, an enzyme called allinase is activated, converting alliine compounds into allicin, the compound responsible for garlic's characteristic pungent smell and most of its medicinal properties. Allicin is extraordinarily antimicrobial, killing pathogens through multiple mechanisms, damaging microbial cell membranes, inhibiting essential enzymes, and producing reactive oxygen species that overwhelm pathogenic defenses. Allicin, the powerful compound released when crushed. Understanding allicin is crucial to using garlic optimally, because allicin is extremely reactive and unstable. Whole garlic cloves contain alliin, which isn't particularly antimicrobial. Only when garlic is crushed, cut, or chewed does the alliinase enzyme convert alliin to allicin, and this conversion takes approximately 10 minutes. Additionally, allicin breaks down when exposed to heat, with most allicin destroyed by cooking. This explains why raw garlic has far greater antimicrobial potency than cooked garlic. It also explains why minced garlic that is allowed to sit for 10 minutes before cooking has greater potency than garlic added directly to hot pans. For maximum antimicrobial benefit, consume crushed raw garlic and wait 10 minutes before eating or cooking it. However, this doesn't mean cooked garlic is worthless. Cooking converts some allicin to other sulfur compounds that, while different from allicin, still possess therapeutic properties. Cooked garlic loses most antimicrobial activity but retains cardiovascular benefits and general health supporting properties. The ideal approach combines raw garlic for acute infection prevention with cooked garlic for daily health maintenance and culinary enjoyment. Recent research has identified that aged garlic extract, garlic fermented for extended periods, develops different compounds that maintain potency, while losing the digestive irritation raw garlic sometimes causes. Aged garlic extract provides a middle ground, therapeutic benefits with gentler digestive effects, cardiovascular health, blood pressure, cholesterol, heart disease prevention beyond its antimicrobial properties. Garlic is perhaps most renowned for cardiovascular benefits. Numerous clinical trials demonstrate that garlic reduces blood pressure, improves cholesterol profiles, and prevents atherosclerotic disease progression. Garlic reduces blood pressure through multiple mechanisms. Allicin relaxes vascular smooth muscle, improving blood vessel flexibility. Garlic increases nitric oxide production, a signaling molecule that dilates blood vessels. Garlic sulfur compounds reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels. Studies show that garlic can reduce systolic blood pressure by 5 to 10 millimeters Hg, comparable to some pharmaceutical blood pressure medications, but without side effects. Garlic improves cholesterol profiles by reducing LDL bad cholesterol oxidation. It is the oxidized form of LDL that damages arteries. Garlic also increases HDL good cholesterol and reduces triglycerides. Several meta-analyses of multiple studies confirm that consistent garlic consumption improves cardiovascular risk factors. For atherosclerotic disease prevention, Garlic addresses multiple pathological mechanisms. It reduces inflammation in blood vessels. It prevents platelet aggregation, clumping, reducing clot formation risk. It reduces oxidative stress that drives atherosclerosis. It improves endothelial function. The combination of these effects means garlic prevents heart disease through multiple mechanisms simultaneously. One particularly important cardiovascular effect is garlic's homocysteine reduction. Homocysteine is an amino acid that, at elevated levels, significantly increases heart disease and stroke risk. Garlic reduces elevated homocysteine levels, addressing this important cardiovascular risk factor. Immune system boost, fighting infections naturally. Garlic's immune-boosting effects emerge through multiple mechanisms. Allicin directly kills pathogens. Reducing infection burden, garlic enhances white blood cell activity, improving the body's ability to fight infections. Garlic increases antibody production and improves immune cell coordination. Regular garlic consumption significantly reduces common cold and influenza frequency and severity. Studies show people consuming garlic regularly get colds less frequently and recover more quickly when infection occurs. During flu season, consistent garlic consumption provides substantial protection. For people with compromised immunity, whether from stress, poor sleep, chronic illness, or age, garlic provides particularly valuable support. It doesn't overstimulate immunity, which could cause autoimmune issues, but rather optimizes natural immune function. Beyond fighting acute infections, garlic supports immune system resilience and longevity. Regular garlic consumption has been associated with lower rates of various infections across populations. This suggests that chronic garlic consumption builds immune resilience, the capacity to resist infection in the first place, rather than just fighting infections after they develop. Cancer prevention research. One of garlic's most exciting areas of research involves potential cancer prevention. While garlic is not a cancer cure, extensive research suggests regular garlic consumption reduces cancer risk across multiple cancer types. Garlic contains compounds called organosulfurs that have demonstrated anti-cancer properties in laboratory studies. These compounds induce apoptosis, programmed cell death in cancer cells, inhibit cancer cell proliferation, prevent metastasis, and enhance immune system tumor surveillance. Some research suggests garlic may enhance chemotherapy effectiveness while reducing side effects. Epidemiological studies show that populations with high garlic consumption have significantly lower rates of certain cancers, particularly gastric and colorectal cancers. A large prospective study found that people consuming garlic regularly had substantially lower risk of colon cancer and gastric cancer. The cancer preventive effects appear to involve multiple mechanisms: direct toxic effects on precancerous cells, enhancement of immune surveillance, reduced inflammation, antioxidant activity, and gene expression modulation that favors cellular health. These multiple mechanisms explain why garlic's cancer preventive effects appear across multiple cancer types. Anti-aging and longevity benefits beyond disease prevention. Garlic possesses remarkable anti-aging properties. These emerge through multiple mechanisms: antioxidant activity that protects against cellular aging, reduction of oxidative stress and inflammation that drive aging, improved cardiovascular function that maintains youthful vitality, and apparent effects on telomeres, the protective caps on chromosomes that shorten with age. One fascinating area of research involves garlic's effects on cellular aging markers. Studies show garlic reduces markers of cellular senescence and may enhance cellular repair mechanisms. This suggests garlic literally slows aging at a cellular level. Beyond cellular mechanisms, garlic supports the functional capacities most important for healthy aging, maintaining cardiovascular health, supporting infection resistance, preserving cognitive function, maintaining sexual function and desire, and supporting physical strength and mobility. Regular garlic consumption appears to extend not just lifespan but health span. The years of life spent in good health rather than infirmity. Raw versus cooked garlic. Which is more effective? As mentioned earlier, raw garlic and cooked garlic have different therapeutic profiles. Understanding when to use which form optimizes garlic's health benefits. Raw garlic, maximum antimicrobial activity due to intact allicin. Best for infection prevention and treatment, immune system support, and acute health challenges. Crushing and waiting 10 minutes before consumption maximizes allicin production. The drawback is potential digestive irritation in sensitive individuals and persistent odor. Cooked garlic loses most allicin but retains other beneficial compounds. Better tolerated digestively by sensitive individuals. Retains cardiovascular benefits, immune support, though diminished, and cancer preventive potential. Tastes more pleasant to many people and allows versatile culinary incorporation. Aged garlic extract, fermented garlic with reduced odor, but maintained health benefits, provides antimicrobial activity, cardiovascular support, and immune enhancement without raw garlic's digestive irritation, more expensive than whole garlic, but convenient and well tolerated. The optimal approach combines forms, eat raw garlic regularly for preventive immune and antimicrobial benefits. Use cooked garlic in daily cooking for culinary enjoyment and sustained cardiovascular benefits. And consider aged garlic extract during specific health challenges or if raw garlic causes digestive upset. Optimal daily consumption for therapeutic benefits. Research suggests consuming 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic daily. This translates to approximately 4 grams of fresh garlic or 1 gram of dried garlic powder daily. Some studies use higher doses, up to 10 grams daily without problems. Though this exceeds most people's culinary use, the consumption frequency matters as much as quantity. Consistent daily garlic consumption provides better benefits than occasional large doses. Your body acclimates to garlic's effects, and consistent consumption maintains optimal immune and cardiovascular benefit. For acute infection concerns, higher doses for short periods are appropriate, 1 to 3 crushed raw cloves daily until the threat passes. For chronic disease prevention, consistent moderate consumption is preferable to sporadic high doses. Garlic's benefits accumulate over time. Research shows that people who consume garlic regularly for months and years show increasingly robust cardiovascular and immune benefits. This suggests that consistent long-term use creates physiological adaptations that enhance garlic's protective effects. How to counteract garlic breath? A significant barrier to garlic consumption for many people is the persistent breath odor. Understanding the mechanism and knowing effective countermeasures allows you to receive garlic's health benefits without social cost. Garlic breath results from allicin and its derivatives being absorbed through your digestive system and exhaled through your lungs. You are literally breathing out garlic compounds. Brushing teeth or mouthwash addresses only surface odor. True garlic breath comes from internal metabolism. Several compounds effectively counteract garlic breath. Milk proteins in milk bind sulfur compounds, neutralizing them before absorption. Drinking milk while eating garlic or immediately after significantly reduces breath odor. Parsley, fresh parsley, contains compounds that neutralize garlic's odorous compounds. Chewing fresh parsley immediately after garlic consumption noticeably reduces breath odor. Lemon citric acid reacts with sulfur compounds, neutralizing them. Eating lemon or drinking lemon juice after garlic helps. Apples, polyphenols in apples, neutralize sulfur compounds, Eating an apple after garlic reduces odor. Water hydration helps dilute and eliminate garlic compounds. Drinking plenty of water supports odor reduction. Timing: consuming garlic with meals reduces odor compared to consuming raw garlic alone. The meal's other components help neutralize sulfur compounds. Cooking cooked garlic produces less odor than raw garlic. If odor is problematic, using cooked garlic provides similar benefits with reduced odor. These countermeasures make it possible to gain garlic's health benefits without becoming socially offensive, combining with other herbs for synergistic effects. Garlic combines powerfully with the other 4 herbs in this protocol, creating comprehensive healing effects. Garlic plus turmeric both reduce inflammation, support cardiovascular health, and have cancer preventive properties. Combined, they create powerful anti-inflammatory and disease preventive effects. Traditional curries frequently combine these two. Garlic plus ginger both enhance circulation, immunity, and digestion. Combined, they create powerful immune support and digestive enhancement. This combination appears in many traditional soups. Garlic plus ashwagandha. Garlic's immune strengthening combines with ashwagandha's stress support. Together, they build comprehensive health resilience, physical infection resistance, and psychological stress resilience. Garlic plus tulsi. Garlic's antimicrobial immune boosting effects combined with tulsi's calming adaptogenic effects. This combination addresses both infection resistance and nervous system balance real-life transformations. The stories of people who've recovered health through consistent garlic consumption are compelling. Consider Sarah, who suffered from chronic respiratory infections. She'd get colds or bronchitis nearly monthly. After adding raw garlic to her daily routine, her infection frequency dropped perhaps twice yearly. She described feeling genuinely healthy for the first time in years. Or consider Michael, whose cardiovascular risk factors, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, family history of heart disease, had him on multiple medications with side effects. After adding consistent garlic consumption, along with the other herbs in this protocol and modest lifestyle changes, his blood pressure normalized, his cholesterol improved, and his doctor reduced his medication significantly. Consider Jennifer, who noticed her skin and energy seemed to be aging prematurely. After incorporating the 5 herbs consistently with particular emphasis on raw garlic and turmeric, she noticed her skin appeared more vibrant, her energy increased, and people began commenting that she looked younger. These weren't dramatic overnight changes, but gradual improvements over months that became undeniable. The foundation of protection. Garlic represents nature's most accessible protective medicine. Unlike the other herbs in this protocol, which require some effort to source and incorporate, garlic requires merely adding it to foods you are already eating. It grows easily in most gardens, stores indefinitely, costs pennies per serving, and tastes excellent when incorporated thoughtfully. Garlic's combination of antimicrobial, cardiovascular, immune, supporting, cancer preventive, and anti-aging properties makes it perhaps the single most valuable food for disease prevention. More than that, garlic is available to everyone regardless of economic circumstances. No herb is more democratically accessible or affordable. Begin incorporating garlic today. Add crushed raw garlic to salads with a squeeze of lemon. Include garlic in your cooking daily. Consume garlic deliberately with ginger, turmeric, and the other herbs in this protocol. Use cooked garlic for daily incorporation and raw garlic for preventive immune support. Allow garlic to become as central to your health routine as it has been to human healing for thousands of years. This simple bulb, humble, accessible, and extraordinarily therapeutic, represents one of nature's greatest gifts to humanity. How these 5 herbs work together, synergy, and combination. While each of the 5 herbs possesses remarkable individual power, their true transformative potential emerges when used together in thoughtfully designed combinations. This synergy, where the combined effect exceeds the sum of individual effects, represents one of nature's most elegant healing principles. Buddhist wisdom recognized this thousands of years ago when creating herbal formulas that combined multiple plants. Modern science now validates this wisdom, confirming that herb combinations often outperform individual herbs significantly. Understanding synergy is crucial because it explains why consistent use of all 5 herbs creates vastly greater benefits than using just 1 or 2. The herbs address inflammation from multiple angles, support different body systems, strengthen immunity through complementary mechanisms, and create a comprehensive healing environment that allows your body to restore itself fully. Golden milk recipe: turmeric plus ginger plus garlic. The most famous herb combination across Asian cultures is golden milk, a drink combining turmeric, ginger, and sometimes garlic. This combination represents perhaps the most powerful anti-inflammatory preparation you can make. The synergy of these 3 herbs addresses inflammation at multiple levels simultaneously. Basic golden milk recipe: 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon fresh grated ginger, or 1/8 teaspoon dried crushed garlic clove. Optional for more potent effect: 1 pinch of black pepper, 1 teaspoon coconut oil or ghee. 1 cup milk, dairy, coconut, almond, or other preference. 1 teaspoon raw honey. Optional cinnamon, cardamom, or clove. For additional flavor, heat milk gently. Don't boil. Add turmeric, ginger, garlic, black pepper, and healthy fat. Stir well and simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Pour into a cup. Add honey after cooling slightly, as heat destroys some honey benefits, and drink warm. Why this combination works so powerfully? Turmeric provides curcumin's broad anti-inflammatory effects. Ginger contributes gingerol's additional anti-inflammatory and digestive warming effects. Garlic adds antimicrobial and cardiovascular benefits. Black pepper dramatically increases turmeric bioavailability. The healthy fat enhances absorption of all 3 fat-soluble compounds. Together, they create inflammation reduction so potent that many people experience noticeable joint pain relief and improved digestion within days. The beauty of golden milk is its versatility. Drink it warm before bed for sleep support and overnight inflammation reduction. Drink it in the morning for immediate anti-inflammatory effect. Some people drink it twice daily, morning and evening, for chronic inflammation conditions. The taste, while initially unfamiliar to many Westerners, becomes delicious and craveable with regular consumption. Herbal immune boosting blend during cold and flu season or when facing infection exposure. A specific combination maximizes immune support. This blend emphasizes garlic and ginger while adding Tulsi's adaptogenic immune effects. Immune boosting tea recipe: 2 garlic cloves, crushed and minced 1 teaspoon fresh ginger, grated 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 5 to 10 fresh Tulsi leaves, or 1 teaspoon dried 1 teaspoon raw honey juice of half a lemon, 1 cup hot water. Add all ingredients except honey and lemon juice to hot water. Steep for 10 to 15 minutes. Add honey and lemon juice. Drink warm, preferably 3 times daily during active infection or high exposure periods. Why this combination is powerful: garlic's allicin kills pathogens directly and stimulates immune response. Ginger's gingerols enhance immune cell activity and reduce inflammatory responses. Turmeric's curcumin supports immune function while reducing excessive inflammatory responses. Tulsi's polyphenols enhance overall immune coordination. Lemon provides vitamin C and enhances absorption. Honey soothes throat inflammation and adds antimicrobial benefits. This combination addresses infection through direct pathogen killing, garlic, immune system optimization, all in symptom reduction, ginger, tulsi, honey, anti-inflammatory power combinations. For chronic inflammatory conditions, arthritis, autoimmune diseases, inflammatory bowel diseases, a specific combination targeting inflammation from multiple angles proves particularly effective. Anti-inflammatory curry recipe. 1 tablespoon coconut oil, 3 garlic cloves, minced 1 teaspoon fresh ginger, grated 1 teaspoon turmeric, powder 1/2 teaspoon coriander, powder pinch of black pepper, 1 can coconut milk, 2 cups, vegetable or bone broth, 2 cups, chopped vegetables, spinach, kale, broccoli, or other 1/4 cup fresh tulsi leaves, sea salt to taste, heat coconut oil. Add garlic and ginger, saute for 2 to 3 minutes until fragrant. Add turmeric, coriander, and black pepper. Toast spices for 1 minute. Add broth and coconut milk. Bring to simmer. Add vegetables and simmer until tender, 10 to 15 minutes. Add fresh tulsi leaves at the end. Season with sea salt. This curry provides all 5 herbs in one delicious meal. The combination of inflammatory pathways targeted makes this one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory meals possible. Consume regularly during inflammatory flares or as preventive maintenance for chronic conditions. Detox teas and preparations. Periodically supporting your body's detoxification systems enhances health and prevents toxic accumulation. A specific herb combination supports liver detoxification while gently mobilizing stored toxins. Detox tea recipe. 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon fresh ginger, grated 2 garlic cloves, crushed 1 pinch cayenne pepper. Optional, enhances circulation, 1/2 lemon. Juiced 1 cup hot water, 1 teaspoon raw honey. Combine all ingredients. Steep for 10 minutes. Drink warm in the morning before breakfast. This can be consumed daily for extended periods, weeks or months, to support ongoing detoxification. Why this works? Turmeric supports liver phase 2 detoxification enzymes and bile production. Ginger enhances circulation and digestion, facilitating toxin mobilization. Garlic's sulfur compounds support glutathione production, the body's master antioxidant. Lemon stimulates liver function and digestive secretion. Together, they create comprehensive detoxification support without the aggressive detox approaches that sometimes create uncomfortable symptoms. Seasonal herb combinations. Different seasons present different health challenges. Tailoring herb combinations to seasonal needs optimizes health throughout the year. Spring combination, renewal and detoxification. Emphasize turmeric, ginger, and garlic for detoxification and renewal. After winter, make spring tonics with all 5 herbs to support seasonal transition. Summer combination, cooling and hydration support. Add more tulsi and ginger with less warming spices. Emphasize hydrating herbal preparations. Make tulsi tea. Drink it cooled for hydration and nervous system support. Fall combination, immune support and grounding. Increase garlic and ashwagandha for immune support. Before winter, add warming spices. Emphasize golden milk for grounding and immune preparation. Winter combination, deepest support. All 5 herbs in warming combination. Emphasize ashwagandha milk before bed for deep rest. Use golden milk for sustained energy. Include raw garlic and ginger for infection prevention. Morning versus evening herb routines. Different herbs and combinations serve different purposes depending on timing. Creating morning and evening routines optimizes each herb's benefits. Morning routine, energization and activation. Fresh tulsi tea with ginger for mental clarity and calming energy. Golden milk with emphasis on ginger for warmth and digestion stimulation. Raw garlic with lemon on an empty stomach for immune activation. Turmeric in breakfast dishes for inflammation prevention. Morning herbs should provide gentle activation without overstimulation. The goal is calm focus and activated immunity. Evening routine, calming and restoration. Ashwagandha milk before bed for nervous system calming and sleep support. Ginger for digestive support and gentle warming. Cooked garlic in dinner for cardiovascular support without evening stimulation. Tulsi tea an hour before bed for deep relaxation. Evening herbs should support relaxation, sleep, and nighttime recovery. The goal is deep rest and nervous system restoration. How combinations amplify individual benefits. The pharmacological principle at work in herb combinations is synergy, where the combined effect exceeds what each herb would create individually. Several mechanisms create this synergistic amplification. Bioavailability enhancement. Black pepper with turmeric increases bioavailability 2,000%. Adding ginger and garlic to turmeric further enhances overall bioavailability of all compounds. Fat-soluble compounds absorb better with healthy fats. Complementary mechanisms. Turmeric reduces inflammation through NF-kappa B inhibition. Ginger reduces inflammation through COX-2 inhibition. Garlic reduces inflammation through multiple pathways. Together, they're more effective than any single pathway. Multi-system addressing. Turmeric addresses inflammation. Ginger supports digestion. Garlic enhances immunity. Ashwagandha manages stress. Tulsi calms nervous system. Together, they address physical inflammation, digestive function, immune strength, stress resilience, and mental clarity simultaneously. This comprehensive approach creates health that is difficult for single herb protocols to achieve. Buffering and balance. Herbs can have opposing effects that balance each other. Ginger is warming, Tulsi is cooling. This balance prevents excessive warming or cooling. Ashwagandha is grounding, ginger is stimulating. Together they create balanced energy rather than excessive stimulation or depletion. Enhanced efficacy. Each herb's bioactive compounds can potentiate others' effects. Compounds from one herb increase another herb's bioavailability or activity. This mutual enhancement creates amplified effects, creating a personalized herb protocol. While the combinations described provide excellent starting points, your optimal protocol depends on your specific health challenges, preferences, and lifestyle. Here is how to create a personalized approach. Identify your primary health goals. Are you addressing inflammation, immunity, stress, anxiety, sleep, sexual health, cardiovascular health, cancer prevention? Your primary goal determines which herbs to emphasize. Assess your constitution. In Ayurvedic terms, are you primarily Vata, anxious, scattered, irregular, Pitta, hot, inflammatory, intense, or Kapha, heavy, congested, sluggish? Different constitutions benefit from different herb ratios. Consider your lifestyle. Are you willing to make fresh herbal teas daily, or do you prefer convenient supplements? Do you cook daily? Can you grow herbs at home? Your lifestyle determines which preparations are sustainable. Choose your primary combination. Select one main combination to consume daily, for example, golden milk each evening. This ensures consistent consumption of multiple herbs. Add targeted herbs based on your goals. Add specific herbs in other meals or preparations. For example, if immunity is your focus, add raw garlic to lunch salads and ginger to morning tea. Track your response. Notice how you feel over weeks and months. Are your energy levels improving, pain decreasing, sleep deepening, mood improving, digestion better? Let your experience guide adjustments. Adjust gradually rather than overwhelming yourself with all 5 herbs simultaneously. Begin with 2 or 3 and gradually add others. This allows you to notice individual effects and customize your protocol. The power of consistency. The most important principle in herb use is consistency. Daily use creates exponential benefits that occasional use cannot match. Herbs work through cumulative effects. They're not like pharmaceuticals that create immediate effects. They're like exercise or meditation. The benefits compound through consistent practice. People often ask, "How long until I notice benefits?" The answer depends on your specific condition and the herb combination used. Some effects, like improved digestion or sleep, often appear within days or weeks. Deeper effects, like chronic inflammation reduction, cardiovascular improvement, or energy restoration, often require months or years of consistent use. The commitment to add these 5 herbs to your daily routine for 90 days, 180 days or longer will create benefits that casual experimentation never could. Think of it as an investment in your health's future. Small daily actions that compound into profound transformation over time. This is how Buddhist wisdom and traditional medicine systems view healing, not through dramatic interventions, but through consistent, intelligent daily choices aligned with your body's natural healing capacity. The 5 herbs together create a comprehensive healing system addressing inflammation, immunity, stress, digestion, cardiovascular health, neurological health, and anti-aging simultaneously. They work synergistically, amplifying each other's benefits. They're safe, accessible, affordable, and delicious when incorporated thoughtfully into your daily meals and beverages. Most importantly, they work because they're aligned with your body's natural healing intelligence, giving it the tools it needs to do what it already knows how to do: heal itself. Practical integration into daily life. Understanding the extraordinary health benefits of these 5 herbs is one thing. Actually incorporating them into your busy, real-world life is another. This section bridges that gap, providing practical strategies that make consistent herb use effortless, affordable, and integrated naturally into your existing lifestyle. The most powerful herb is the one you actually consume regularly, not the one gathering dust in your cupboard because it was too complicated to use. Shopping guide: where to buy quality herbs. Quality matters significantly. Fresh, potent herbs deliver better results than old, degraded products. Knowing where to source quality herbs ensures you receive maximum therapeutic benefit. Fresh herbs at grocery stores, ginger, garlic, and fresh tulsi, increasingly available, can be purchased at most grocery stores. Choose firm, unblemished specimens. Fresh garlic should feel heavy for its size. Fresh ginger should have thin, papery skin. Fresh tulsi should smell aromatic and have vibrant green color. Store fresh herbs in refrigerator crisper drawers for weeks or months. Dried herbs and spices. Purchase dried turmeric, ginger powder, and dried tulsi from reputable sources. Look for vibrant color. Dull, colored turmeric suggests age and degradation. Smell the herbs. They should be aromatic and fresh-smelling, not musty or stale. Smaller quantities purchased frequently provide better quality than large quantities stored long-term. Specialty Indian and Asian markets. These stores typically offer fresher, higher quality, and more affordable herbs than conventional supermarkets. Indian markets have excellent turmeric quality and often carry fresh tulsi plants. Asian markets have superior ginger and fresh garlic. These markets also have organic options and unique herb varieties. Online sources, reputable online retailers offer convenience and often superior quality. Look for certified organic products with third-party testing. Read reviews. Purchase from established companies with good reputation. While shipping costs apply, buying in bulk online often costs less than retail stores. Growing your own for tulsi, ginger, and garlic, growing at home provides the freshest possible herbs while being surprisingly affordable and easy. One tulsi plant provides fresh leaves for months. Garlic planted in fall produces bulbs by late spring. Fresh ginger rhizomes grow readily in pots. Growing creates daily connection to your medicine and ensures absolute freshness. Quality markers, certified organic, avoid pesticide residues, recent harvest dates, vibrant color and aromatic smell, third party, tested for contaminants, stored in appropriate conditions, cool, dry, reasonable prices, extremely cheap often indicates poor quality, storage and preservation methods. Proper storage maintains herb potency and prevents degradation. Understanding storage prevents wasting money on herbs that have lost their therapeutic value. Fresh herbs, store in refrigerator crisper drawers in plastic bags or containers. Most fresh herbs keep 1 to 3 weeks. Alternatively, freeze fresh herbs, chop and place in ice cube trays with a small amount of water, freeze, then store frozen cubes in freezer bags. Frozen herbs work well in cooked dishes. Dried herbs and spices, store in airtight containers away from light, heat, and moisture. A cool, dark cupboard is ideal. Glass jars work better than plastic for long-term storage. Label containers with contents and dates. Most dried herbs maintain potency for 6 months to 2 years, depending on storage conditions and herb type. Ashwagandha and dried tulsi. Keep in airtight containers. Store powdered forms in cool places. Heat and moisture degrade them. Some people refrigerate ashwagandha powder for extended shelf life. Properly stored, these maintain potency for 1 to 2 years. Golden milk base. Prepare and freeze golden milk base in ice cube trays. Freeze cubes of golden milk base, turmeric, ginger, black pepper, healthy fat blended together. Then store in freezer bags. Each morning or evening, thaw 1 or 2 cubes, add hot milk, and enjoy. This saves preparation time while ensuring consistent consumption. Herb tinctures and extracts. For extended preservation, make herbal tinctures by steeping dried herbs in alcohol for several weeks. Then straining. These liquid extracts last years when stored properly. Alternatively, make herbal glycerin extracts using vegetable glycerin instead of alcohol. These last months to years and avoid alcohol budget. Friendly approaches incorporating these herbs doesn't require significant expense. Strategic shopping and preparation keep costs minimal while maintaining quality. Buy in bulk. Purchasing larger quantities from specialty stores or online sources often costs significantly less per ounce. Properly stored bulk purchases maintain quality for extended periods. Split bulk purchases with friends to access bulk pricing while sharing freshness. Seasonal shopping. Buy garlic after harvest. Late summer, when prices are lowest and quality highest. Purchase ginger during peak season. Growing tulsi seasonally provides free, fresh leaves. Shopping seasonally significantly reduces costs. Use affordable sources. Regular grocery store garlic costs pennies. Farmers markets often have excellent pricing on fresh produce. Growing your own requires minimal investment. Tulsi seeds cost dollars and produce leaves all season. Prioritize affordable herbs. Garlic and ginger are extraordinarily affordable. Turmeric costs little. Ashwagandha and tulsi cost more but still provide excellent value, starting with affordable garlic and ginger, while gradually adding pricier ashwagandha spreads costs over time. Minimize waste. Use all parts of herbs. Garlic stems and leaves add flavor. Ginger skins, when organic, contain nutrients and need not be removed. Tulsi entire plant is useful. Minimizing waste stretches your herb budget. Calculate cost per serving. A penny's worth of turmeric powder provides therapeutic benefit. A few cents of garlic, ginger, and tulsi create comprehensive healing preparation. The daily cost of consuming all 5 herbs often totals less than $1, far less than medications or supplements. Meal prep ideas featuring all 5 herbs. Meal preparation is the secret to consistent herb consumption. When herbs are already incorporated into prepared meals, consistency happens naturally. Sunday meal prep session, 90 minutes. Batch 1, golden curry base. Make a large pot of curry containing turmeric, ginger, garlic, and tulsi, added at the end. Portion into containers. This forms the base for multiple meals throughout the week. Batch 2, ashwagandha ginger tea base. Prepare double or triple batches of ashwagandha ginger tea. Store in refrigerator heater. Each morning, heat 1 portion and drink. Batch 3, garlic herb paste. Mince large amounts of fresh garlic, ginger, and tulsi. Mix with olive oil and store in a jar. Use this paste in cooking throughout the week. Add to soups, rice, vegetables, salad dressings. Batch 4, turmeric ginger rice. Cook large batches of rice with turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. Portion into containers, reheat as needed throughout the week. These 4 batches provide all 5 herbs incorporated into simple meals, ready to reheat and eat. Minimal cooking required during the week means consistency happens automatically. Weekly meal plan with herb integration. Here is a realistic weekly meal plan incorporating all 5 herbs naturally. Monday breakfast, oatmeal with ginger and cinnamon. Lunch, turmeric rice with steamed vegetables and garlic herb paste dinner. Golden milk before bed with ashwagandha. Tuesday breakfast, fresh tulsi tea with honey. Lunch, garlic, herb, curry with spinach and coconut milk. Dinner, ginger turmeric soup with fresh basil. Wednesday, breakfast, smoothie with ginger, turmeric, and coconut milk. Lunch, leftover curry from Tuesday. Dinner, garlic, roasted vegetables with herbed rice. Thursday breakfast, ashwagandha milk warmed with cinnamon. Lunch, raw garlic and lemon on salad with turmeric vinaigrette. Dinner, ginger turmeric broth with tulsi leaves. Friday breakfast, ginger tea with fresh tulsi leaves. Lunch, herb, infused grain bowl with all 5 herbs. Dinner, golden milk with ashwagandha before bed. Saturday breakfast, turmeric scrambled eggs with garlic toast. Lunch, fresh vegetable soup with ginger, garlic, and turmeric. Dinner, herbal curry with all 5 herbs. Sunday breakfast, ashwagandha milk chai with ginger. Lunch and dinner. Meal prep day. Prepare batches for the week ahead. Evening, golden milk with turmeric and ginger before bed. This plan shows how easily all 5 herbs integrate into normal eating without special effort. No complicated recipes, just thoughtful ingredient choices, simple recipes for beginners. If you are new to cooking with these herbs, start with simple preparations that require minimal skill. 5. Minute turmeric tea. Add 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1 pinch black pepper, and 1 teaspoon honey to 1 cup hot water. Stir, drink, done. 10. Minute ginger garlic rice. Cook rice. Add 1 teaspoon coconut oil, minced garlic, grated ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon turmeric to cooked rice mix. Season with sea salt. 15. Minute golden milk. Heat 1 cup milk. Add turmeric, ginger, black pepper, honey. Simmer 5 minutes. Drink. 20. Minute herb soup. Boil broth. Add diced vegetables, minced garlic, grated ginger, turmeric. Simmer until vegetables are tender. Add fresh tulsi at the end. Season with salt. These simple preparations provide all 5 herbs with minimal cooking skill required. Time: Efficient preparation methods for busy people. Efficiency is essential. These methods minimize preparation time. Prepared pastes make large batches of garlic, ginger turmeric paste, fresh garlic, fresh ginger, turmeric powder, black pepper, coconut oil store in jar. Add 1 tablespoon to hot water for instant tea, to rice, to soups. Preparation takes 5 minutes. Use takes 1 minute. Tea bags place dried tulsi, ginger, and turmeric in reusable tea infusers or small cloth bags. Store in cupboard. Add to hot water for instant herbal teas. Press cut fresh herbs. Buy pre-minced garlic, this center and pre-grated ginger from stores. While slightly more expensive, the time-saving supports consistency. Slow cooker. Place curry ingredients in slow cooker in the morning. By dinner, herbs are fully incorporated into a meal, ready dish. Minimal active time. Frozen herb cubes. Prepare golden milk or herb tea. Freeze in ice cube trays. Store in freezer each morning. Thaw a cube and enjoy instant herbal preparation, making herbs convenient for busy lifestyles. The most practical approach combines convenience with quality. These strategies work for genuinely busy people. Subscription services. Some services deliver fresh, prepared herb combinations monthly. Higher cost, but guarantees consistent consumption for those willing to prioritize this. Capsules and supplements. While whole herbs are superior, high-quality capsules provide convenience. Take 1 or 2 ashwagandha capsules with breakfast, garlic capsules with lunch. This guarantees consumption even when meal preparation isn't possible. Travel-friendly preparations. Make small jars of golden milk paste or herb powder to take on trips. Pack tulsi tea bags. Carry garlic and ginger supplements. Travel doesn't interrupt your protocol. Office workplace integration. Keep tulsi tea at work. Drink ashwagandha milk before bed at home. Even on busy nights, make golden milk the night before and drink it cold next day. Find pockets of time for consistent consumption. Habit stacking. Attach herb consumption to existing habits. Drink tulsi tea while checking email. Consume ashwagandha milk while reading before bed. Add garlic to lunch salad. This automatic integration ensures consistency. Kitchen tools needed. You don't need expensive equipment to incorporate these herbs. Basic tools suffice. Essential sharp knife for chopping, cutting board, pot, or kettle for heating water, cups for drinking tea, jars for storage. Helpful microplane grater for fresh ginger creates finer texture than box grater. Mortar and pestle for crushing seeds and herbs. Reusable tea infuser for loose herbs. Ice cube trays for freezing herb preparations. Slow cooker for minimal effort cooking. Optional high-speed blender for making herb pastes. Food processor for bulk herb preparation. Dehydrator for drying fresh herbs from your garden. Most kitchens already have essential and helpful tools. No expensive equipment is necessary to create comprehensive herb protocols, creating sustainable routines. The ultimate goal is creating herb consumption habits that persist without conscious effort. Here is how: start small. Don't try to incorporate all 5 herbs perfectly immediately. Begin with 1 herb, perhaps turmeric, in golden milk. Add another after 2 weeks. Gradually build to all 5. This prevents overwhelm and allows habits to establish focus on enjoyment. If you hate the taste of something, you won't consume it consistently. Find preparations you genuinely enjoy. If you don't like turmeric in milk, use it in food instead. If you hate raw garlic, use cooked garlic. Consistency comes from enjoyment. Connect to values. Remember why you are doing this. You are investing in health, preventing disease, honoring your body's natural healing capacity. Following Buddhist wisdom. Let your values motivate consistency. When convenience falters, track benefits, notice improvements, energy, sleep, pain reduction, mental clarity, digestion. When you experience benefits, motivation increases automatically. Keep a simple journal of what you consume and how you feel. Community, share your herb journey with others. Cooking together, discussing results, supporting each other's consistency makes the practice enjoyable and sustainable. Flexibility. Perfect is the enemy of good. Missing one day doesn't negate benefits. Occasionally using cooked garlic instead of raw or store-bought soup with herbs instead of homemade, this variation maintains consistency without perfectionism. The goal is not perfection, but sustainable integration of these 5 herbs into your actual life. When these herbs become as natural as eating and drinking, when their consumption requires no willpower or effort, when they're simply part of how you nourish yourself, that is when their transformative power becomes undeniable. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Begin today with one small step, and let consistency compound into profound health transformation. The healing journey, what to expect. Embarking on this 5-herb protocol represents a commitment to health restoration. Understanding what to expect during this journey prevents discouragement and helps you interpret your body's responses accurately. The healing process isn't linear. Some weeks feel dramatically better. Others feel frustratingly unchanged. Understanding the timeline, recognizing healing versus detox symptoms, and listening to your body's signals allows you to navigate this journey with confidence and patience. Timeline, weeks 1 to 4, month 1 to 3, beyond 3 months. The healing journey unfolds in phases. Each phase brings different experiences and different types of improvements. Knowing what to expect helps you recognize progress even when it is subtle. Weeks 1 to 4, the adjustment phase. During the first month, your body is adjusting to these new herbal inputs. This phase is relatively short but important for establishing consistency and observing initial responses. In weeks 1 to 2, you may notice minimal change. You are still operating in old patterns. Your gut bacteria are beginning to shift. Your body's inflammatory baseline hasn't yet decreased. Some people feel no different. Others notice subtle improvements, slightly better sleep, marginally improved digestion, or minor energy shifts. Don't be discouraged by lack of dramatic change. Important adaptations are occurring internally. By week 3 to 4, most people notice something. Sleep often improves. Noticeably, digestion typically becomes more regular and comfortable. Energy may become more stable. Mental clarity often improves slightly. Pain levels, if you suffer from joint or muscle pain, may decrease modestly. These early improvements motivate continued consistency. Some people experience mild detoxification symptoms during weeks 1 to 4, slight headache, mild nausea, or temporary changes in bowel movements. These indicate your body is mobilizing toxins and beginning cleansing processes discussed in detail in the next section. The primary task during weeks 1 to 4 is establishing consistent consumption. Make these 4 weeks about habituation. Consuming the herbs becomes routine. Don't expect dramatic transformation yet. Focus on consistency and notice subtle positive shifts. Month 1 to 3, the activation phase. The second and third months represent genuine healing activation. Your body has adapted to the herbs. Your microbiome has shifted toward beneficial bacteria. Inflammatory processes have begun reducing. The body's self-healing mechanisms are actively engaged. During month 1 through 3, improvements accelerate. Sleep becomes significantly better, deeper, more restorative, with fewer nighttime awakenings. Many people report waking feeling genuinely rested for the first time in years. Digestion typically normalizes completely. Most digestive complaints, bloating, gas, Constipation, loose energy stabilizes and increases. Mental clarity improves noticeably. Concentration and memory often enhance. Mood often brightens. For people with pain conditions, arthritis, muscle soreness, headaches, pain decreases substantially during this phase. Many people reduce or eliminate pain medications. For people with chronic inflammation, inflammatory markers often begin normalizing. During month 2 to 3, deeper changes manifest. Skin often clears and brightens. Hair and nails may strengthen. Immune function noticeably improves. People catch fewer colds and recover more quickly from minor illnesses. Sexual function and desire often improve. Physical appearance often shifts. People look healthier, more vibrant, with clearer skin and brighter eyes. Some people report emotional improvements, reduced anxiety, decreased depression, better emotional resilience, improved stress response. While ashwagandha and tulsi address anxiety and stress directly, the overall physical improvements, better sleep, reduced inflammation, improved digestion, create emotional stability that enhances mental health. By month 3, most people have experienced enough improvement to become genuinely motivated to continue. The motivation shifts from discipline to desire. You want to continue because you are experiencing undeniable benefits. Beyond 3 months, the transformation phase. After 3 months of consistent use, profound transformation becomes apparent. Your body has fundamentally recalibrated. Your microbiome has been thoroughly restored. Inflammatory processes have normalized. Your body's healing capacity, freed from constant inflammation and stress, truly activates. Months 3 to 6 often bring continued improvement in all areas. Physical appearance continues improving. People look 5 to 10 years younger than 3 months prior. Energy becomes robust and sustained. Physical capabilities improve. People exercise more effectively, recover faster, sleep deepens. Sexual health often reaches optimal levels. Skin clarity and glow intensify. Beyond 6 months, something remarkable often happens. Health becomes your baseline. You've adapted to feeling genuinely well. You notice how terrible you felt before these improvements. Recognizing that what you thought was normal was actually chronic illness masked by adaptation, you realize you'd been operating at 40 to 50% capacity and now function at 80 to 90%. By 12 months of consistent use, people often report experiencing better health than at any point in their adult lives. Friends and family members notice changes: weight normalization, glowing skin, vibrant energy, improved mental clarity. Many people feel they've regained decades of lost vitality. The healing timeline isn't fixed. Individual variation is substantial. Someone with severe chronic illness may require 6 to 12 months to see dramatic improvements. Someone relatively healthy might notice transformations within 4 to 6 weeks. The important principle is consistency. Continue consuming the herbs for at least 90 days before evaluating results. Shorter time frames often don't provide sufficient time for genuine healing. Detox symptoms versus healing symptoms. As your body begins eliminating accumulated toxins and restoring balance, you may experience uncomfortable sensations. Distinguishing between detoxification symptoms, temporary clearing toxins, and true adverse reactions, stop the herb, is crucial for maintaining consistency. Detox symptoms, typically temporary, 3 to 7 Daltons, mild headaches as toxins mobilize, slight nausea as digestive system mobilizes, changes in bowel movements, loose stools, or temporary constipation. Mild skin breakouts as skin eliminates toxins through pores. Temporary bad breath or body odor as toxins are eliminated. Slight fatigue as body directs energy toward healing. Mild irritability as nervous system releases held tension. Temporary worsening of existing pain as areas of inflammation are mobilized. These symptoms are actually positive signs. Your body is actively cleansing. They typically peak within 3 to 7 Daltons YS, then resolve as toxins are eliminated. Healing symptoms, progressive improvement, gradually improving sleep quality and duration. Progressively better digestion and energy after eating, consistent decrease in pain levels over weeks. Gradually improving energy levels. Progressive mental clarity and focus improvement, gradual skin improvement over weeks. Progressive weight normalization, gradually improving mood and emotional stability. Progressive immune improvement, fewer colds. Healing symptoms gradually improve over weeks and months. They don't cause distress, they create increasing well-being. True adverse reactions. Stop the herb immediately. Severe allergic reactions, difficulty breathing, severe swelling, severe gastrointestinal distress, severe vomiting, severe diarrhea, severe headaches that don't resolve, severe rash or skin reactions, severe dizziness or vertigo, heart palpitations or irregular heartbeat, any symptom that truly concerns you. True adverse reactions are rare but require stopping the herb immediately and consulting healthcare providers. Managing detox symptoms. If you experience detox symptoms, they typically resolve quickly without intervention. However, you can support your body's cleansing, drink significantly more water to flush toxins, reduce herb doses temporarily if symptoms feel severe, ensure adequate sleep to support cleansing, eat light, nourishing foods, take warm baths with Epsom salt to support toxin elimination through skin. Avoid additional stress during cleansing. Most detox symptoms resolve within 1 week. If symptoms persist beyond 1 week, reduce herb doses and increase water intake. Almost always, symptoms resolve without stopping the herbs. How to listen to your body's signals. Your body communicates constantly about what it needs. Learning to interpret these signals prevents problems and optimizes your healing. Energy signals. Notice your energy patterns. After adding herbs, is your energy increasing? Are you waking more rested? Are you maintaining energy throughout the day? Better Fey improving energy indicates herbs are working. Stable or declining energy may indicate doses are too low or insufficient sleep is preventing recovery. Digestion signals. Your digestive system provides immediate feedback. Improved digestion indicates herbs are supporting your microbiome and inflammatory processes. Worsening digestion might indicate too much raw garlic. Reduce and consume cooked garlic instead, or need for dose adjustment. Sleep signals. Sleep quality is one of the most reliable indicators of healing. Improving sleep indicates stress hormones are normalizing and your nervous system is calming. Sleep quality is often the first improvement people notice. Pain signals, decreasing pain, whether joint pain, muscle soreness, or headaches, indicates inflammation is reducing. Pain that temporarily worsens then improves is typically detoxification, toxins mobilizing. Persistent worsening pain might indicate a need for adjustment. Mood signals, improving mood, decreasing anxiety, and better emotional resilience indicate nervous system balance is improving. Temporary mood changes during early detoxification are normal. Persistent mood worsening might indicate your particular constitution needs adjusted herb ratios, appetite and cravings. Many people notice their appetite normalizes, no more excessive hunger or complete lack of appetite. Cravings often shift less desire for processed foods, more desire for nourishing whole foods. This indicates your metabolism is normalizing. Mental clarity, improved focus, better memory, clearer thinking indicate inflammation is decreasing in the brain and nervous system is calming. This is one of the most noticeable improvements many people experience. Physical appearance, improving skin clarity, glowing complexion, Strengthening hair and nails indicate internal healing manifesting externally. These visible improvements often motivate continued consistency. Overall well-being. The most important signal is your overall sense of well-being. Do you feel better, more alive, more present in your body, more energized, better able to handle stress? These subjective improvements matter more than any external metric. Adjusting dosages based on response. The initial dosages recommended represent starting points. Individual variation means some people need more or less to achieve optimal results. Learning to adjust based on your response optimizes benefit. If you are experiencing good results, continue current dosages. If you are experiencing consistent improvements, your body is responding well to current amounts. Consistency matters more than increasing doses. If you are experiencing minimal results after 4 weeks, your body may need higher doses. Gradually increase by 25% every 2 to 3 weeks. For example, if consuming 1/4 teaspoon turmeric daily, increase to 1/3 teaspoon. Monitor response. Continue gradual increases until you notice improvements or reach research. Supported maximum doses. If you are experiencing detox symptoms, temporarily reduce doses by 25 to 50%. While increasing water intake and sleep. As detox symptoms resolve, gradually increase back to previous doses. This slower approach allows cleansing without overwhelming discomfort. If you are experiencing digestive upset, this typically indicates raw garlic dose is too high or your digestive system is sensitive. Reduce raw garlic and emphasize cooked garlic instead. If turmeric causes upset, consume with food and ensure black pepper is included, enhances absorption, and reduces GI upset. If ginger causes upset, reduce dose or use cooked ginger instead of raw. If you are experiencing excessive sedation, ashwagandha might be too high of a dose for you. Reduce ashwagandha dose, particularly evening doses. Some people are sensitive to ashwagandha's calming effects and do better with smaller amounts. If you are not experiencing expected sleep improvements for sleep issues, ashwagandha and tulsi might need higher doses. However, also evaluate sleep hygiene. Are you exercising, avoiding screens 1 to 2 hours before bed, keeping bedroom cool and dark? Sometimes sleep improvement requires dosage increases plus lifestyle changes. Individual variation principle. The key principle is this: there is no one size fits all. Dose. Your optimal dose depends on your body weight, constitution, age, existing health conditions, and individual sensitivity. Someone weighing 120 pounds might thrive on lower doses than someone weighing 200 pounds. Someone with extreme sensitivity might do better on half the recommended doses. Someone with severe illness might need maximum dose. Start conservatively, observe your response, and adjust gradually based on results. This personalized approach, honoring your unique body, optimizes outcomes. Common mistakes that slow progress. Understanding common mistakes prevents them and accelerates your results. Mistake number 1: inconsistency. The most common mistake is inconsistent consumption. People consume herbs for 1 week enthusiastically, skip several days, then resume sporadically. Healing requires consistent input over weeks and months. Sporadic use won't generate meaningful results. Commit to daily consumption for at least 90 days before evaluating results. Mistake number 2: expecting overnight change. People often expect dramatic transformation within days. Genuine healing takes weeks and months. Expecting overnight results creates frustration and abandonment. Instead, expect gradual improvement and celebrate small victories. Mistake number 3: Poor quality herbs. Using degraded, contaminated, or improperly stored herbs provides minimal benefit. Invest in quality herbs from reputable sources. This ensures you receive actual therapeutic compounds rather than dead plant material. Mistake number 4. Ignoring preparation optimization. Many people consume turmeric without black pepper, destroying 95% of bioavailability. They use cooked garlic expecting antimicrobial benefits, which require raw. They consume herbs at wrong times for optimal effect. Understanding preparation maximizes results. Mistake number 5. Insufficient water intake. Herbs mobilize toxins. Without adequate water, your body can't eliminate them effectively. During herb use, increase water intake by 30 to 50%. Many people think they're experiencing herb side effects when actually they're dehydrated during detoxification. Mistake number 6. Continuing other inflammatory practices. Consuming herbs while eating processed foods, sitting excessively, experiencing chronic stress, and sleeping poorly undermines herb benefits. Herbs work best when combined with supportive lifestyle practices. Even modest lifestyle improvements. 1 more hour sleep, 1 more walk daily, slightly reduced processed food, dramatically enhance herb benefits. Mistake number 7. Stopping too soon. Many people discontinue herbs after 4 to 6 weeks when they don't see dramatic change. Most profound benefits emerge after 8 to 12 weeks. Patience is essential. Mistake number 8. Overcomplicating. Some people try to follow perfect protocols, consuming every combination, taking every supplement, obsessing over exact dosages. This creates stress, which undermines healing and makes consistency impossible. Keep it simple. Choose 1 or 2 primary combinations and consume them consistently. Mistake number 9. Ignoring symptom patterns. Some people don't track what they consume or how they feel, so they can't recognize patterns. Keeping simple notes what you consumed, how you felt, reveals patterns that help optimize your protocol. Mistake number 10. Expecting herbs alone to solve everything. While these herbs are powerful, they work best combined with adequate sleep, regular exercise, stress management, and whole food nutrition. Herbs enhance and accelerate healing, but don't replace these foundational practices. When to expect specific health improvements? Different health improvements follow different timelines. Understanding these timelines prevents premature discouragement. Fastest improvements: 1 to 4 weeks, sleep quality, digestion regularity, mental clarity, immediately after consumption, acute pain reduction, energy stabilization. Medium, speed improvements: 4 to 12 weeks, chronic pain reduction, sustained energy increase, mood improvement, immune resilience, weight normalization, skin clarity. Slower improvements: 12+ weeks, cardiovascular marker improvement, blood sugar normalization, significant anti-aging effects, cancer risk reduction, deep nervous system rebalancing, hormonal balance restoration, individual timeline factors. The severity of your starting condition affects timelines significantly. Someone with mild inflammation might see 80% improvement in 6 weeks. Someone with severe decades-long inflammation might require 6 to 12 months for comparable improvements. Someone already relatively healthy might notice subtle refinements within weeks. Someone very ill might require months just to reach baseline health. Don't compare your timeline to others' timelines. Your body heals according to its needs and capacity, not according to external timeline. Tracking progress, physical and mental markers. Tracking your progress provides powerful motivation and helps you recognize subtle improvements you might otherwise miss. Physical markers to track: sleep quality, Subjective 1 to 10 rating. How rested you feel. Sleep duration, pain levels. If applicable, 1 to 10 scale for various body areas, energy levels. 1 to 10 scale at different times of day. Digestion, regularity. Comfort, bloating reduction, weight. Weekly, watching trends rather than daily fluctuations. Appearance, skin clarity, glow. Energy, physical performance. Can you exercise longer, recover faster, feel stronger? Illness frequency, how many colds, how quickly recovery? Medications needed, can you reduce doses? Mental emotional markers to track mood. Average mood, 1 to 10 rating. Anxiety levels, 1 to 10 scale. Mental clarity, 1 to 10 rating. Ability to focus. Stress resilience, how well you handle stressful situations, emotional regulation. Do you respond or react to stressors? Overall, well-being sense, 1 to 10 rating. Motivation and drive. Do you feel more motivated? Tracking method. Keep simple weekly notes, date, herbs consumed, brief notes about how you felt after 4 weeks. Review your notes, compare week 1 to week 4. Most people notice meaningful improvements by reviewing their notes, even if daily experience felt unchanged. Many people take baseline photos at the start, face, full body, then photos monthly. After 3 to 6 months, comparing photos reveals visible improvements, skin clarity, weight changes, overall appearance that subjective memory might underestimate. Maintaining consistency and building habits. The most important factor determining whether you experience these profound benefits is consistency. Understanding habit formation helps you maintain consistency through the weeks and months required for deep healing. Habit stacking. Attach herb consumption to existing habits. Drink Tulsi tea while reading morning news. Consume ashwagandha milk while reading before bed. Add turmeric to lunch you are already eating. This automatic connection ensures consistency without requiring willpower. Environmental design. Make consuming herbs convenient. Keep Tulsi tea bags in your bedroom. Store golden milk ingredients on your kitchen counter. Keep garlic visible when cooking. Remove friction that prevents consistent consumption. Social support. Tell family, friends, or online communities about your commitment. Their encouragement and accountability support consistency. Some people find accountability partners, others also doing the 5-herb protocol, and check in weekly about consumption. Progress celebration, notice, and celebrate improvements. When you sleep better, acknowledge it. When pain decreases, celebrate it. These celebrations motivate continued consistency. Don't wait for dramatic transformation to celebrate. Celebrate every improvement. Reframing, view herb consumption not as obligation, but as gift you are giving yourself. Each cup of tea is an act of self-love. Each herb, infused meal, is nourishment and medicine simultaneously. Reframing consumption from I have to I get to dramatically improves consistency. Expect setbacks, illness, travel stress, or life circumstances occasionally disrupt consistency. This is normal. One disrupted week doesn't negate benefits. Simply resume consumption without guilt. Long-term consistency matters more than perfection. Quarterly evaluation. Every 90 days, formally evaluate your progress. Review your notes, notice improvements, assess whether your current protocol is working, make adjustments if needed. This quarterly reflection prevents drifting and helps maintain motivation. The healing journey is exactly that. A journey, not a destination. You are not trying to get to health and then stopping. You are building a lifestyle of herbs, nourishing food, adequate sleep, regular movement and stress management that supports vibrant health throughout your life. These 5 herbs become not a temporary intervention, but a permanent part of how you nourish and heal yourself. Begin today, commit to consistency, and trust that your body knows how to heal itself when given proper tools and time. The transformation you'll experience will exceed your expectations. Conclusion: we've journeyed together through Buddhist wisdom, scientific evidence, 5 remarkable herbs, and practical strategies for transforming your health. Now comes the most important part: taking action. Understanding these principles means nothing if you don't apply them. This closing section motivates you toward action and guides next steps. Recap of the 5 herbs and core message. Let's recap what we've explored. Turmeric, the golden healer, reduces inflammation at cellular levels through curcumin, addressing inflammation underlying virtually all chronic disease. Combined with black pepper and healthy fats for maximum absorption. Ginger, the warming root, enhances digestion, reduces nausea, improves circulation, and supports immunity through gingerols and shogaols. Use both fresh and cooked for maximum benefit. Holy basil tulsi, the sacred herb, an adaptogenic herb that calms the nervous system, reduces anxiety, supports immunity, and balances stress response. Sacred to Buddhist and Hindu traditions, scientifically validated for mental health. Ashwagandha, the strength provider, the premier Ayurvedic rejuvenative herb that normalizes cortisol, improves sleep, enhances sexual function, and builds resilience to stress. Withanolides create lasting nervous system recalibration. Garlic, the miracle bulb, nature's antibiotic with antimicrobial, cardiovascular, and cancer preventive properties. Raw garlic provides maximum antimicrobial benefit. Cooked garlic maintains cardiovascular benefit. These 5 herbs, when combined thoughtfully and consumed consistently, create comprehensive healing addressing inflammation, immunity, stress, digestion, cardiovascular health, and anti-aging. They represent millions of years of evolutionary refinement and thousands of years of traditional use, now validated by modern science. The core message: your body possesses remarkable capacity to heal itself. Disease emerges not from your body's failure, but from chronic imbalance, inflammation, dysregulated stress response, weakened immunity, poor digestion, disconnection from nature's wisdom. These 5 herbs restore balance, activating your body's natural healing capacity. Combined with meditation, mindfulness, adequate sleep, regular movement, and whole food nutrition, they transform health from the foundation upward. This isn't about fixing broken things with external interventions. It is about restoring balance, removing obstacles to healing, and trusting your body's innate wisdom. This is Buddhist medicine's fundamental principle. Healing comes from within when we provide proper support. The Buddha taught that enlightenment and liberation come through understanding and action. Understanding alone enlightens no one. Action without understanding wastes effort together. Understanding and committed action transform experience. This principle applies perfectly to health. Understanding these herbs' power means nothing without consistent consumption. Consuming herbs without understanding their deeper significance limits benefits. But understanding combined with committed action initiates profound transformation. The Buddha also taught that we create our reality through our choices. Each meal, each moment of stress or calm, each hour of sleep or sleeplessness, these choices compound into the health or illness we experience. You are not a victim of genetics or circumstance. You are the creator of your health through daily choices. Beginning today, your choices create different outcomes. Choosing golden milk instead of coffee. Choosing meditation instead of distraction. Choosing whole foods instead of processed foods. Choosing sleep instead of late nights. These small choices, sustained over weeks and months, create health transformations that seem miraculous in retrospect, but emerge from consistent, wise choice, making the Buddha taught compassion. Beginning with yourself, care for yourself as you would care for a beloved friend. The commitment to restore your health through these herbs is an act of self-compassion. You are honoring your body. You are saying, I value my health. I value my life. I choose vitality and wellness. This commitment to yourself creates profound psychological shift, supporting all other healing. You are not defined by disease or limitation. You are not a victim of your genetics or circumstances. You are a being of profound healing capacity, possessing within your very cells the intelligence needed to maintain vibrant health. These 5 herbs, turmeric, ginger, holy basil, ashwagandha, and garlic, represent nature's recognition of that capacity and its desire to support your healing. Your body will cure its own diseases without medicines when provided proper nourishment, when inflammation is addressed, when stress is managed, and when you trust in the wisdom that created your being. This is not fantasy. This is not wishful thinking. This is observable reality confirmed across millennia of practice and validated by modern science. Begin now. Trust the process. Commit to consistency. Your transformation awaits. With deep respect and gratitude for your commitment to health, this has been your guide to the 5 herbs and Buddhist wisdom for natural healing. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this knowledge. Together, let's create a world where health, healing, and wisdom guide our choices. If you have enjoyed our video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Diary.